Hello, gamers. This is Mikoy. Welcome back to the Brain Rot Podcast. I am joined by the Pokemon Presents director here.
Why are you spreading misinformation?
Because I wanted people to be believed by the fake news. Anyway, introduce yourself.
Pokeair 2004 here, and I didn't present anything.
Yeah, but Pokemon Presents did happen earlier today by the time I'm recording this video. Alright, last time we covered week 1 recap and week 2 predicts. Now we move on to week 2 recap and week 3 predicts. So week number 2 was actually a lot more short than most weeks. Most of the games were played again on the weekend, and most of the games ended up being really short.
No, because I kind of just came off of watching long games.
That's your problem. Well, most of the games this week happen to be really short, like 20 or 30 turns. Some games, like the ones you mostly watched, are a bit longer than most, but we'll get to them when we get to them. But for right now, let's get on with the recap, shall we?
Yes.
Alright, so first off, we have the Slugmas tying the Silverhaven Slowbros. Slowbros putting up more of a fight, and the Slugmas, after coming up such a good week 1, a little setback, but nothing too bad, I guess. So it's been quite the journey there. First off, we have PokeBH. We have Bobzican versus Richard Milliplane. So this one had a little interesting builds between both of them. I mean, look at Bobsicans here, a little bit more HP oriented, whereas Richard's a lot more stall oriented than most. I mean, Bob's looks pretty normal, HP oriented.
What?
More HP oriented.
Yes, Richard's very stall-oriented team with Mega Ampharos and Mega Medicham.
Yeah, I mean, you're really gonna exclude the other 4 mons that are built just for stall.
You mean the Imposter Blissey? Or the Setup Sweeper Clefable?
That doesn't count. Actually, no, that does count. Pink blobs do untraditional stall things. Well, first off, we saw the Clefable setting up...
This is not stall me.
Looks like it. So, Clefable set up the Calm Mind at first until Guzzlord copied it and killed it on turn 9, while Bob's...
That's a good point, actually. Not what you just said, but why is Bob using a Guzzlord? In fact, didn't he use it last week, too?
I mean, it's Imposter Guzzlord at that. I mean...
There's Blissey? Or Chansey?
I guess you just wanted a different
Guzzlord is not better.
I mean, I guess he just wanted a more, unique HP-oriented wall that isn't the blobs.
Sure, but it has less HP.
I mean, it still worked in his favor. I mean, he got to kill at least one mon. So, Bob's own Clefable / Guzzlord set up Calm Mind, and while Blissey copied it and warred with it for a good while, it lasted for almost 30 or 40 turns, until it switched and sacked Gliscor on turn 61. So, an ignominious switch there just to free itself from Thunder Cage. It's fine. Then we saw the Mega Salamence set up Coil and use Population Bomb to kill Tinglu on turn 71. As Blissey died to Rocky Helmet Corviknight, well, Mega Medicham beats Salamence on turn 78, leaving Guzzlord to just sweep the rest and Bob to win. Do you have any thoughts?
Not really.
Again, very well played. It really just goes to show you who was more experienced in the tier, and Bob was definitely the more experienced and more well handled of the two.
I don't think either of them are experienced.
Are they really not?
Why would Bob be using a Guzzlord if he was?
And why is Bob doing so well in this past 2 weeks despite using a Guzzlord then?
He lost last week, didn't he?
What did he lose to?
Farden, if I remember correctly.
I mean, it was a good game, at least.
Well, look, man, Guzzlord's just kind of an inferior bring compared to the normal imposter Chansey or Blissey.
Just again, I think it just wanted to bring something unique that isn't the blob.
Okay, but like it's not better. That's the issue. It literally doesn't have any upsides to my knowledge.
All right. Well, nevertheless, well done to Bob, racking up that much needed win after last week. So, next up we have Cam of Chaos. What was supposed to be Akira versus Splodge ended up being Doug Trio is broken versus Splodge, and I'm gonna get the feeling like Doug Trio just straight up like used what Akira was going to bring.
Probably.
I mean, it's a good team. Definitely worth using against actual hard stall.
Yeah, that is definitely much more on the stally side.
Except for Yan Mega. So we started off first with Cresselia knocking off Slow King Galar's item on turn 6, while Alamamola removed hazards and poisoned Rhyperior on turn 19. Then, after hazard setting again, after defog, we saw the Scizor defeat the Slowking Galar on turn 53, whilst Cresselia just kept trapping and stalling Mons out until Splodge forfeited. Not exactly the most ideal set of Mons, considering the fact that, well, actually no, Splodge's team wasn't that bad. He lost the Slow King to Scizor at a really inopportune time.
Well, that's what happens when there's pursuit, I guess.
Pursuit, and the fact that Cresselia is still in the back, just waiting in the wings and just prepared to do its usual trapping and knocking off items.
And then bringing a Slow King that is weak to dark is also just not ideal, I think.
Yeah, and that really cost him in the long run, especially when, the remaining Mons. Well, actually, no, most of the Mons are perfectly fine for Slowking the deal, except for just the Scizor, which was perfect for Doug Trio's broken, and it's fortunate that he foresaw the win con and was able to win off of that. Alright, next up we have Stabbin' Mega, the Jungler. Impressed last week, and yet again impressed this week by defeating Velcroc.
While using what I believe is the Space Speakers team.
Is it really the exact same team as Space Speakers?
Well, yeah, didn't Space Speakers use this team last week?
The exact same.
I mean, look at it.
I don't recall seeing a Staraptor.
I don't either, but like it was definitely a psychic terrain team with Golden Goat, Elfox. Alright, hold on. Let me see if I can find his week 1 game. Same team.
Including Staraptor.
Yes, Space Speakers brought a Staraptor last time. You simply have a bad memory.
Yes, it's just a team that works. uncreative, but at least it's good in this matchup, I guess. So we saw the Urshifu defeating the Raging Bolt early on before dying to an Aerialate Great Tusk. Then Iron Crown defeating it with Esper Wing, and set up against Meloetta, critting it with a Tachyon Cutter before dying to it on turn 21. As Staraptor
perhaps you should clarify it was the Iron Crown that died and not the Meloetta.
I did
because
say
that's
I did say dying to it. Dying to the Meloetta is the Iron Crown on turn 21.
Yeah, you said dying to it after mentioning Meloetta got hit by a Tachyon Cutter.
And the Side Strike was able to kill the Iron Crown. Staraptor also died to Meloetta before Delphox eventually killed it. Then Delphox. What?
It killed it like next turn, didn't it?
Yeah, it killed it like turn 23 with Armor Cannon. Then we saw the Ndidi set up the side terrain to allow Delphox to kill Arcanine Hisui, and then just basically sweep the rest, because everything was weak to Psychic. Or not Psychic.
And Priority could not be used.
Not Psychic, Expanding Force, the move. But still, everything was just weak to Delphox.
Resist Psychic.
What?
Nothing resisted Psychic.
Well, straight up being weak to it. So.
Well, Arcanine wasn't. It just hit too hard and didn't resist Psychic.
It's a very scary side terrain team, and unfortunately, the jungler was able to win based off of that. Next up, we have National Dex DOU. We saw Eevee losing to Khan H. If I would like to reference something, it would be Tony Khan H, but, not everyone here is as varied of an interest as I am. Wow, I sound conceited.
You're right, because I don't know who that is.
Yeah. I sound conceited. So, this matchup, a very, I don't want to say slow team, because Naganadel and Landorus, but there are definitely some slow mods versus just whatever rain set up. TCon.
Mikoy, I would just like to point out that the slowness of Eevee's team is compensated by the fact that Naganadel can carry Tailwind, and Dynamax is legal here, and I'm willing to bet either Landorus or Celesteela is carrying a flying move to give it the ability to use Max Airstream, which can boost the speed of both itself and its ally.
Right. And here I was thinking, use Z Tailwind. No, that's different. That's another tier.
That's a different game.
So, we saw the Mega Metagross defeat the Naganadel with Ice Punch, as Urshifu was sacked to Celesteela, who then Dynamaxed, to your point, Dynamaxed, along with Zapdos, as Metagross defeated Landorus on turn 4 with another Ice Punch. Celesteela, it did boost up its maxed... it's Air Slash, and then used Max Rockfall. Died to a Max Lightning from Zapdos. Then...
Huh?
What?
Never mind.
Then we saw the Clefable got crit O-code by the Zapdos before it died to Tapu Fini. The Politoed and Kingdra was then brought in to kill the Glastrier before Eevee eventually forfeited because he was only left with a Fini.
A Fini with a Rillaboom in the back at that.
Nothing much else to say. I mean, yeah, you could take out the King Drop, but there's a roller boom in the back that is ready to grassy glide at any time. So yeah.
Or
Woodhammer.
Woodhammer.
Yeah. So yeah, well done to T-Con H for winning. Hopefully that is the way you pronounce it. Shadow hasn't been exactly clear on how you pronounce it. So there you go. Next up, we have National Dex Uber as National Dex Uber's most obtainable forms. As Taka suffers yet another loss, this time against Remnonk.
This one was honestly a worse loss.
It definitely was not a good loss for Taka. So
Like it almost looked like he intentionally threw that. Like he could have just won.
I mean, he had brought a pretty hype.
Unless the turn I'm thinking about was a roll.
But
like, it did enough the turn before.
He did bring a pretty offensive team against Remnunks. Very much bulky sort of team. First, we saw the Fairy Arcus Grass miss a Toxic on Groudon, who rock polished to kill it with Hidden Power. I want to say that's Hidden Power. What even is the correct Hidden Power?
Makoi. I think it's pretty obvious what Hidden Power that is.
Oh, is it Ice?
Groudon used Hidden Power. It's super effective. The opposing Zygarde lost 73% of its health.
I mean, it could be Hidden Power Fairy for all we know.
You think Hidden Power Fairy is doing 73 to a Zygarde complete?
You never know. Maybe Groudon can have a boosted special attack investment. I don't even think Hidden Power Fairy.
Even if it's max special attack, I don't think Hidden Power Fairy is ever doing that much.
I don't even think Hidden Power Fairy exists.
Wait.
Yeah, I don't.
My point exactly.
I don't even think Hidden Power Fairy exists. So point null and void. So Hidden Power Ice killed the Arceus before it died to Koraidon, as Calyrex then survived Yveltal's Fell Play to kill it on turn 11 before dying to Necrozma, who poisoned the shell-smashed Mega Blastoise, who killed it on turn 20, and Koraidon before dying to poison. Then we saw the Zygarde failed to sub up on turn 23. So Remnonk was going to sub up, but because it's 24%, literally Taka got the exact, well, not exactly exact, but it was just enough for Zygarde to not be able to sub up so that Ho-Oh can whirlwind out the...
I'm curious if that was a misclick. Or if he just didn't realize he was too low for it.
I may, considering the dot he put in as a comment, it was probably a misclick.
I think the dot's appropriate for whichever one it is, honestly.
Ho-Oh then got poisoned
because if he didn't realize it, then it's a stupid mistake on his part. Perfectly good explanation for a dot. And if it was just a misclick, also a good reason for a dot.
Yeah. Well, Ho-Oh then got poisoned by the Groudon, but killed the Zygarde before dying to a poison on turn 32, as Groudon defeated Xerneas, leaving only Tapu Fini before Taka forfeited. So, you're saying that Taka almost looked like he intentionally threw?
Yeah. I think he did two things wrong.
Okay. Point them out.
He could have sacked Feeney earlier if he wanted Ho-Oh to last a bit longer and get yet another hit off.
Regen boost.
Not boost, just
Regen.
regen.
Regen in general. And what's the other one?
The other one is the fact that he could have killed Groudon with Xerneas several turns earlier before Groudon, before it kept subbing and... Yeah.
So you're saying
on
that...
turn 34, he uses Moonblast.
Yeah.
It does 25 to Groudon. Why did he not Moonblast the next turn? Groudon was at 24%.
It was perfectly in range to kill it. Yeah.
This is why I'm curious as to if it was a roll or not.
I want to say it may have been a roll. Because that was pretty big damage to do against the Groudon. But, yeah, well, I guess we'll never know unless he tells us, unless we hear about it. So, yeah, leave your thoughts down in the comments or in the Discord or wherever. So, yeah. Next up, we have Shared Power Rands. What's interesting about all the Rands games is that every single Rands game ended in 2. Which you'd think was straight up domination. I mean, in this case, yeah, it kind of was. Michelus versus Lechen in Shared Power Grands. I mean, nothing much else to say here. I think this was a clear superiority of skill.
Well, yeah, I guess. But also, Lechen's team kind of had a poor matchup versus a certain one of Michelis's Mons.
So,
damn Europeans!
they always do things upside down. So we start off with the proper game 1 of Zamazenta Terra Ghosting on turn 7, while Carbink Terra Fighting and set up Iron Defense. Then burned it because of Talonflame's Flame Body on turn 10. You know, bad on that occasion, but I'm going to assume that has rest talk. So,
I don't know about that, because, I guess it could have it. It's not lefties.
It's not lefty, so the only recovery he will have is basically rest talk. So, Braviary Isui, then a lot... Mm-hmm.
Or more like...
Rest
Chesto.
Chesto. Then we saw the Braviary Hisui losing the Copperage on turn 15, while Quackoval killed it, and Carbink to boost Moxie, killing Frostmoth before Lechen forfeited. Any other thoughts?
Lechen kind of screwed himself by picking Koraidon, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean...
Or perhaps it might be more accurate to say Michelis called that Lechen might bring the Koraidon, and thus brought his chlorophyll sunflower.
And Heatwave Braviary.
Well, that's just good regardless.
But yeah, the Sunflora strats against Koraidon, I swear to God. Then we saw game 2.
Speaking of the Braviary, I guess it was Sheer Force Braviary, because I noticed when Quaquaval used Aqua Step, it didn't boost speed.
Oh, it's Sheer Force. Oh, it's definitely Sheer Force. Then we saw game 2, where we saw the Dialga setting up the rocks. Ah, damn it, I have the wrong link pulled up. Hold on. Alright. Then we saw the game 2 when we saw the Dialga setting up the rocks using Latias's Levitate to block Tinglu's Earthquake attempt, but then missed Draco Meteor to die to its payback on turn 11, which Halucha then killed Amoongus as Araquanid killed Garganackle on turn 20, but was poisoned by Skuntank, who also poisoned Tinglu.
After missing 2 hydro pumps?
Yeah, it dodged 2 hydro pumps. Which was bad for Lichen. Then...
Yeah, considering the first hydro pump would have probably just straight up annihilated the Skuntank.
Oh yeah, it can't take special hits for beans. So
no, it's coming from a +1 special attack water bubble, Araquanid with hydro pump, Mikoi.
Which was very unfortunate in that case. Then we come to the Latias, who then Terra-Steeled and set up Calm Mind, defeating the Araquanid before losing to Samurott, who was killed by Halucha on turn 30. Then chipped Porygon Z enough to die to poison, calling the close combat, calling the fact that he thought he was gonna close combat, so he Terra Ghosted, so he instead Brave Birded to kill Halucha off and win for Michelus the game.
I guess Brave Bird was a win-win situation, because it did enough to make it just kind of die to poison.
Yeah. And well played, sir. Well played, Michelus, for another successful foray into Ranbats. Continuing.
Also, I find it funny how Michelus had Levitate with a Skuntank, so he had him on with no weaknesses.
Yeah, no weakness. Skuntank was definitely a bit threatening there, and yeah, just the power of good.
No, that wasn't much of a threat. You kidding? Halucha was like, there was no answer to Halucha.
That's true. Like, even with Porygon Z close combating, it still got Brave Birded to death.
Porygon Z, I think, was Scarf, so like that was like a temporary solution at best. But obviously, once Halucha gets off Unburden, it's just over.
Yep, and he got it off at an opportune time and won. Alright, next up is Same 6. Now this is something I'm quite happy about because I went with my betting man instincts, and finally, for once in these damn predicts, it ultimately paid off. Crying versus Dreepy. So yeah. The team, I mean, we've already discussed the team in length and how it could be useful, but I didn't think there's a particular amount that I didn't think was able to be as good as it was, but ultimately it proved me wrong.
Which one?
Well, I'll tell you. So, Huntail started off shell smashing against the Clodsire, freezing it on turn 4 with a nasty Ice Fang. So Dreepy didn't get away scot-free with at least some luck in their favor, defeating it before losing to Lilligant, who then died to Mega Absol's Mega Horn on turn 7, lost the speed tie afterwards to Crying's own Absol with the close combat. Keldeo then killed Mega Absol in return, killing Huntail shortly after, finishing off the rest for Dreepy to win. So yeah, Keldeo was that Mon that, I didn't think it was going to perform as well as it did, considering looking at all the matchups. But it did its job well. After, Cloudsar died and the rest just kind of get neutered. Also, Crying was bringing an Endeavor Keldeo strat.
Yeah, that was interesting to say the least.
It was a curious strat. Keldeo just really needed Secret Sword to win, and lo and behold, he did win.
Crying's team was weird.
It was not good. I didn't like the look of it. I mean, I get the Poison Jab Cloudsar. That one I get, but...
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I also get the Absol. But just... See, substitute Blackberry Endeavor Keldeo was pretty weird. Covet Persian. I mean, okay. And
yeah, that's a cool tech, but why'd she use it twice?
And Huntail having return is a curious strat.
This makes me really curious as to for Huntail's move pool now, because was there nothing better?
I mean, it's got Waterfall, it's got Ace Fang, it's got Shell Smash. Return, though? Using Return? Again, it's weird.
Water, normal moves, a rock move over there, some dark moves, occasional ice move, bunch of water. Wait, Huntail gets bounce!
Huntail gets bounce? Oh, it should have used that. Should have used that instead of Return.
Could have used that, yeah.
I mean, it's got Keldeo against Lilligant.
Or even Natural Gift. It gets Natural Gift.
So what will it do? What will Natural Gift do with the...
Well, if you make that Natural Gift with Rindo Berry, I believe.
Okay.
It becomes an 80 power grass move.
Yeah, yeah. That would have been better. That would have been better to utilize than what? Return. Yeah, so, yeah, odd team by Crying, but well done, Dreepy. Again, the same 6 worked well in Dreepy's favor. Next up is Mystery OU. Well, I had to take...
I think what really worked in Dreepy's favor was, not only the freeze on Clodsire, but having a scarfed Keldeo.
Yeah, and, having Clodsire die early as well works, because it was just free to Sacred Sword it up.
Yeah, because that's kind of the Keldeo wall.
Yeah, Crying basically got screwed over once Clodsire died. So, yeah. Next up is OU. Well, I predicted a Betting Man instinct, and I should have went with my gut. So, Batty versus Tenebrosite in OU.
Your gut said Tenebrosite?
My gut did say Tenebrosite, but yeah, I went with Batty, considering how they did last week. This week, I mean, it was just a well-played game.
Tenebrosite just kind of had the better team.
Yeah. So we saw the Darkrai burning the Samurott early on, leading to Samurott Wars and setting up spikes, with Tenebrosites killing Batty at turn 6, only to die to Ogerpon, as Mimikyu then Swords Dance to kill Tinglu on turn 11 and beat Ogerpon, dying to its own Life Orb Recoil. Then we saw the Goldango then survived Iron Treads' Earthquake to beat it on turn 16, as Batty's Goldango terra-ferried and paralyzed Iron Valiant before killing it with Make It Rain, while Darkrai killed it and Chandelure at the end for Tenebrosite to win. Any other thoughts?
Patty's team was kind of slow.
Yeah, Ting-Lu. When you have a Ting-Lu and you got your Samurott neutered.
The Samurott wasn't even scarfed or anything.
Yeah, but it was burned early on, which kind of put a dent in his eventual strat.
I said his team was slow.
Oh, well. Chandelure wasn't scarfed? No, it was scarfed.
But, like, that's kind of a lame... That's kind of lame.
Also, the Iron Treads, I mean, normally we would see the Iron Treads, like, outspeed a bunch, but didn't really do all that outspeeding. Also, I brought, yeah. Interesting. It's interesting. He brought kind of a slow team and didn't pan out in his favor. Maybe if he invested in his speed a lot, maybe he would have the edge.
Maybe if he brought a Mimikyu instead of a Chandelure. Well, no, because that Chandelure is scarfed. I guess that's his form of speed control, but that's not a great form of speed control.
Yeah, that's it. That's it for speed control, I guess. So yeah, well done, Tenebrosite. Finally, getting that win that was desperately needed after trichotomies. So hey. Next up, we have yes, the Stupid Town Snoms tying the Grovyle gang. Another tie happened this week, and yeah.
And there's more where that came from.
Yeah, may have scrolled it a bunch. Next, first off, we have Poke BH. What was supposed to be Brain Damage Haver versus TTT Tech turned into Chris versus TT Tech. And, this lasted a good while, but nothing really happened all that much.
You say a good while, I say a bad while.
Well, look at the team. Look at the team the teams that they brought. It's quite the fat one, to say the least.
Well, Mikoi, perhaps you didn't realize what tier this is.
It's a fat tier. It's a fat tier. So we have well, it lasted for a good while, but again, nothing really happened much because it was pretty much decided, like, what, 10, 20 turns in?
I don't know, was it?
Yes, it was. I watched this live, and it definitely was long and plotting with a clear winner. So I
totally tuned out while I was watching this live because it was boring.
It was boring, and it didn't really need to be boring. So Gliscor poisoned the hole with Medicham early with Baneful Bunker. Alright, good strats early on by Chris. With the latter, then defeating Giratina. So there goes one effective wall out of his party. Then, it was just a lot of pivoting and a lot of switching out, switching in, a lot of status being inflicted as well. Nothing really substantial happened. Everyone just kind of healed itself, and TTT Tech was doing well to preserve his, albeit status mons, he was still able to, have consistent HP against Chris, who, for the most part was trying to keep up, but over the course of the game, you know exactly whose momentum is going is in their favor.
The person who plays the tier.
And Fluttermane died to the Mega Medicham. So there goes the offensive option for Chris. And then after a while, again, it lasted for 80 more turns. Nothing happened because, again, another clear winner was brought out. It was just Stallmons versus Stallmons. So Chris forfeited on turn 206 because there was really nothing much else that he could do. It's not necessary.
Actually, I think the real problem was that Psychic Fangs just didn't kill.
Yeah, sure. Honestly, I also kind of just tuned out.
I found an earlier turn where Psychic Fangs is used by a transformed Chansey on it, and it only did 20.
Against the what? The Giratina?
Yes, against the Giratina. I guess it was probably Fur Coat then.
I guess so. I don't play the tier, but I agree.
Just didn't kill.
I guess so. I don't play the tier, but I guess so.
You don't need to play the tier when there's evidence right in front of you.
Yes, you kind of do. Yes, you do.
No, you don't. I don't play it.
If you're a player. Alright. Next up we have Kamove Chaos. The Hisui region defeating Banded Body Press. Hisui region actually playing a short game for once. This is new.
Is it?
Yeah. Have you not been paying attention? Hisui region always plays long games.
Well, I mean, it's only been 2 weeks of TPP.
Well, over the course of the history, we know that, THR has always been known to bring fat, real fat. And it was pretty evident here. Well, actually, it wasn't pretty evident here because Banded Body Press counteracted by bringing even more fat.
Fatter fat?
More obese fat, if anything. So,
well, that is fatter fat.
So we saw the Blissey paralyzing the Ferrothorn with THR's Blissey poisoning the Cresselia on turn 6, as Mega Diancie removed Alamomola's item, killing it with Revelation Dance on turn 10, while both Ferrothorns set up spikes before Alamomola burned it on turn 23. Then killed Ogerpon on turn 30 before Banded Body Press forfeited. Any other thoughts?
I don't think Banded Body Press brought fatter fat.
Did he not?
I'm looking at the ratio of Fatmons here, and I see 4 Fatmons on the Hisui region side, as opposed I see 3 Fatmons for Banded Body Press.
So my original point does stand.
Huh?
The fact that Hisui region tends to bring Fatmons.
I suppose so.
Any other thoughts with this game?
No.
Okay. Hisui region.
Just finding it funny that Hisui region went, watch this, and then Alomomola died.
Yeah, that was kind of funny. Alright, next up we have Stab and Mega. We have Rafna versus Derby Boy. I think you predicted this correct and I didn't. So you should feel mega satisfied. So, there were some contentious points in here. First off, in turn 7, we have the Regieleki missing a bolt strike on turn 7 against the Ogre Pawn. As
I'm not sure how much that would have done, because, not very effective, but I guess it still sucks. I'm curious how much it would have done.
Yeah, I expect it not. I expect it would not do as much as well. So, Snorlax then survived Kelia's attack to kill it with Population Bomb before dying to Doom Desire on turn 15 as Iron Moth beat the Pecharunt. Then we saw the Spectrier beat the Tinglu on turn 31 as Ogerpon survived Landorus's attacks to heal, then defeated with Grab Apple on turn 36 as it killed Regieleki before dying to Iron Moth, who died to Spectrier, who killed Magearna at the end for Rafna to win. Any other thoughts?
Spectrier was just gonna go in and kill everything once Tinglu died.
It was in. Rafna preserved it at the perfect time, and lo and behold, Spectrier was the one to end it all for Derpy Boy.
Let me see, how did that Tinglu even get so low? Crab Apple, even think it really needed.
I switched out, yeah. Let Magearna take the hit. Or Iron Moth. He had chances to switch.
My guess is it was risky because the Ogerpon was carrying Soul Cure.
Right. Well, Rafna still had the clear advantage at that point, and lo and behold, they ultimately just won with a nice Spectre. Nothing much else to say. Now let's move on to National Dex DOU. Clem versus Louisin. What was even this game?
I don't know, but Clem can't keep getting away with this.
Clem,
especially not this week.
Clem was originally just a sub for Michael Derbest. And now that they've become a starter, and now they're 2-0 in DOU. Oof. Well, we started off with Louisin using the Poisonum Z Naganadel, killing the Rillaboom. Very unconventional Z move bring, but I get it.
Is it?
I don't know, I just don't see it a lot.
Well, you don't see this tier a lot, do you?
Well, does Naganadel usually carry Poisonium Z like normal DOU? Well, DOU was not in...
I don't know. When was the last time it was even available? Was it Gen 8 or was it Gen 7?
It was National Dex.
Mikoi, there's no...
What?
You literally just asked about normal DOU.
Probably Gen 7. I don't see Naganadel.
Oh, wait. You can't even use Z moves in Gen 8, can you?
That's why I said National Dex, woman.
And don't ask about normal DOU.
Anyway, we saw the Mega Metagross freeze the Entei with Ice Punch before it thawed. It did thaw, but, Mega Metagross then defeated Landorus.
Yeah, of course it thawed.
Sacred Fire.
You know what Sacred Fire does, right?
I do know what Sacred Fire does. Burning the Metagross in return, while Kyurem then Dynamaxed Entei's Howl support defeated Incineroar and boosted the speed thanks to Max Airstream, the killing Metagross with Max Hailstorm.
I find it funny how when I was watching this live, I was watching it, I looked away for like a turn, I look back, and then I see an Entei and a Kiram both at +2 speed, +2 attack. I'm like, what happened here?
What happened? Also, what's the flying move that Kiram uses?
Let's see.
That's it. Okay. Well.
No, it gets multiple other things. I'm just gonna guess it might be dual wing beat.
Okay.
It gets aerial ace and fly too.
Use friggin' aerial ace if that's the case. If you lose their Dynamax. So, we saw the Togekiss then die, while Tapu Fini Dynamax, while Eternatus then died to E-Speed, as Fini then killed the Kyurem. Mega Salamence died to Icicle Spear on turn 9 before Entei swept the end for Clem to win. Your thoughts?
I wonder if it would have been better to, no, never mind.
What were you about to say?
Nothing.
Okay.
It doesn't matter anyways.
Okay.
Wouldn't have mattered.
Next up we have National Dex Ubers minus obtainable forms. A very short one. Latiasite defeating Pokemuth. A weird team that PokeMH brought because he brought Mega Lopunny. And it was clear who won at this point.
It's not that weird. It's not that weird to bring. Yeah. I've seen it brought before.
Yeah, and a tier populated by Cramorant, Mega Ray, Zacian, sure. Or Spectre, actually, no, not Spectre. Calyrex, and also Scrappy. So,
it's still not that weird to bring. Like, I've seen it a few times. Whereas, if you wanted to bring something like a Mega Alakazam, that would be very odd.
That would be extremely, niche. What? We will never see
it. Yeah, I bring it up because Entra wanted to use it in week 2, initially.
Okay. Well, Groudon poisoned the Cramorant on turn 4, who then paralyzed Mega Rayquaza before dying. While PokeMH sacked the Groudon against the Zacian on turn 11, who outcode Yveltal before PokeMH forfeited. It was about to be a 6-0.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Just the astonishment at how little close combat from a Mega Lopunny was doing to that Groudon.
That just goes to show you how falsely bulky P-Don is.
And yet close combat from the Zacian on PokeMH's Groudon did about 20% more.
Wow. I guess it wasn't as invested. Anyway, next up we have the rematch of
This is invested. It's just that's a life or +1 Zacian.
Next up we have the rematch from RBTT. We have the Rands game between Zap and Michael Derbest. And Zap won in a 2-0 sweep. While Primarina killed the Torterra with Toxic Chain and Terra Fairy before dying to Lilligant, who swept before dying to Hatterene on turn 14, while Garchomp then Terra Steeled and Swords danced against a trend before Michael forfeited. So turn 13, we did see that Michael meant to collect Ice Shard, but unfortunately,
he was under the impression he did click the shard. Perhaps he clicked Icicle Crash instead and didn't realize.
maybe. Yeah, that was unfortunate. That was unfortunate, like start for Michael. Then we saw game 2, which Zap kind of just had a good team to bring against Michael.
Yeah, a really good team. He led with Medicham and then switched to a Meowscarada. That should tell you a lot about what happened here.
Yeah. So low kicks boosted itself until Meowscarada killed it on turn 3. Before
unfortunately, Michael went for Swords Dance that turn.
Yep. Then Arceus Ground killed the Tinkaton with Earthquake, as Cloth was able to allow Skeledirge. Oh no, Cloth was sacked to allow Skeledirge to Terra Water and kill it on turn 8.
Just the fact that Rillaboom was making Jirachi look frail with how much it was doing.
Yeah. I mean, Excalibur was even. Also, the fact that Dusknoir was the eventual winning Mon. You'd think for a Mon that is kind of iffy to bring in a Rand's game like this, ended up working well in his favor.
You kidding? It's a good bring here because it has priority and it gets the pure power.
It does get the pure power from Mega Medicham, so even better. And yeah, everything else just kind of worked in Zap's favor. He only lost like 3 Mons in his game. So yeah, just a well played game for Zap.
Yep.
Right.
And kind of an unfortunate matchup for Michael, and I guess he kind of misplayed by Swords Dancing on turn 3. Although I can't exactly blame him for it because I can understand thinking Zap would switch that turn. You would think he would switch.
Yeah, I mean, it was very much understandable plays on the part of Michael Derbez. Zap just thought one step ahead. It really is. Like, Michael Derbez.
But, I don't see a problem with just attacking that turn, because, you have Tinted Lens. So even if he switches in something that isn't something that resists bug or something, you're still probably fine.
Yeah, and, Michael Derbez has not lost a game of Rants before this point. Well, in the vein of TPP, at least. But so it was. It was.
Oh, you didn't need to say that. Now I'm heartbroken.
Sorry, Michael. You have your one kryptonite. You had to have at least one kryptonite, and Zap was that kryptonite, beating you in RBTT and now beating you here. Ugh. Can't wait to see the eventual rematch further down the road. That is if the Groovile gang can, keep up with the Snoms.
That's if either of them make it to playoffs. I think at least one of them will.
One of them will.
I kind of doubt both of them will.
Yeah, well, again, catch up. Playing catch up. It's the right way to go. Next is Same 6, where we can see PTK Moe-kun defeat Uta the Clown. I had faith, but unfortunately, Uta the Clown failed me by bringing some pretty weird sets.
Told you PTK would win here.
I didn't expect Uta the Clown to bring such odd choice of mons.
I kinda did.
Well, not odd choice of mons, just odd choice of sets in general. It's just bad.
Yeah, I kinda expected that, to be honest.
Wow, you are harsh today, woman. Alright.
What? I mean, the expectation comes from experience.
I mean, that's what I thought. That's what I perceived it to be for the longest time. Alright, so we saw Blissey poisoned by the Mantine as Kangaskhan set up Cursed and Rest. Circle throwing Mons and killing Mantine on turn 20.
Okay, I just want to say I really like the synergy PTK's team has with hazards and multiple Mons having circle throw.
Oh yeah, it's definitely quite it's simple yet very effective. Then we saw the Exploud. The Exploud die shortly after Mantine was dead. Wow.
Okay, yeah, I just ask, what was Uta cooking with that Exploud?
He brought Hammer Arm, which was odd. I mean, I get it's probably for Blissey.
Yeah, it's definitely for Blissey, but here's what I find more interesting about this. The fact it did 41 to Kangaskhan when it was at +2 defense. That is not a normal... That might not be a mixed Exploud.
That might be a banded Exploud, if anything.
I don't know what PTK is running on his Kangaskhan, but like, that was a weirdly large amount of damage for it being at +2.
It's banded probably, which I guess would make sense if he didn't have bulk up. So yeah.
And like, honestly, I think it's kind of a really odd bring because apart from Blissey, Boomburst looks great here.
Boomburst does look great. Like, yeah, you have Blissey to have a wall against, but you have other mons to just deal with Blissey.
Not a single thing resists normal here, by the way. Not like normal super effective against anything, but not a single thing here resists it. That's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, no one is ghost type here. Like, you can freely Boomburst however you want to, and weirdly enough...
Miko, I don't think it would matter if there was a ghost type here.
Scrappy.
It gets scrappy.
Yeah, it does get scrappy, which, doubly effective. Again, what's the harm in bringing Boomburst? So
I don't know. That was a very attack invested Exploud.
Yeah.
Possibly banded.
So not only that, but
because let's think about this. If it did 41 at +2, that thing was doing over 80% without boosts.
Which would be very scary. And considering PTK doesn't have exactly the best special investment for Kangaskhan, I don't know what will.
We don't actually know that.
We'll see. If they can show us their set, hopefully. So, another thing I pointed out. Last resort, Kangaskhan. Like, okay. Power Punch, Choppleberry was already a weird enough bring, but Last Resort?
Power Punch isn't even that weird.
Yeah, it's not.
And Choppleberry is definitely not weird, but...
Yeah, they're not
Last
weird.
Resort?
Last Resort? What? So you only have basically Power Punch and Last Resort on your Kangaskhan. You made your best mon, your arguably the best mon in this pool, arguably the weakest?
Nikoi, he wasn't running only 2 moves. That's why Last Resort failed.
Oh, right. You should use the other 2 moves before Last Resort. Wow, okay.
Yeah, so, did he know how Last Resort worked?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't think he knew. So.
Yeah, because, just about anything is better than a failing Last Resort there, right?
Yeah, it's not worth it. The niche is neat. The niche is niche, but this is too niche. So we saw the Mantine then body press Blissey to kill it on turn 26, poisoning the Pharaoh, who Z tailwinded, to kill Kangaskhan with frustration, before dying to Blissey as Mantine defeated Graplock for PTK to win.
Oh, I think I understand why PTK won now.
What?
He bonded with his Pokemon. Notice how his Kangaskhan had return, while Uta's Pharaoh had frustration.
That's really funny. That's really funny to think about.
Also, could you perhaps mention the very interesting item on Blissey? PTK's Blissey?
Chilanberry.
That is something you're probably very rarely ever going to see.
What's Chilanberry do again?
Well, I think you can make a guess on what it does based on the turn it came into use.
Which was turn
29.
Ah, yes. It probably weakens the effect of normal type moves. But it got critted, so rip.
It didn't die, though.
Yeah, it didn't die, which was fortunate.
But yes, Chilanberry weakens normal type moves.
Yeah, which was a very unique bring, and this one actually in the favor of PTK. So well done.
Yeah. Like Chobbleberry, I'd expect, but Chilanberry?
Yep. Chilanberry just works, okay? Alright, next up we have OU. We have One Last Kiss defeating Miyoko. I was right to trust my gut. Because you did note in the video that these two players I know so well, and I've seen them perform very, very well, and I was correct in picking the right winner.
Because, of course, you would know best when it comes to these two players, probably.
And look at that. It was a good game. Albeit some hacks did happen. So, first off, we had the Great Tusk killing the Samrat Hisui before Ogerpon killed Raging Bolt before dying to Iron Hands.
The fact that the Great Tusk killed the Samurott, I think that implies it was a max speed Tusk.
Yep, yes it was. Then, Goldengo then missed Focus Blast on the King Gambit on turn 11, which was very, very unfortunate. Yeah, it was King Gambit. Turn 16, dying to the King Gambit, which proved Miyoko very well. Well, Great Tusk quick killed Hatcher in the next turn. So again, tit for tat, I guess.
Tit for tat. I don't think that mattered too much though, because it was just gonna two-shot anyways.
It was gonna two-shot. The Great Tusk outsped. So Iron Crown.
The Hatterene was essentially being sacked anyway.
So Iron Crown then defeated Corviknight before dying to Great Tusk. And after Iron Valiant.
Yeah, I think Miyoko misclicked there because this is a choice to Iron Crown. I think Miyoko meant to click Psychic Noise rather than Psyshock.
Yeah. Which definitely cost him momentum. So after Iron Valiant killed the Great Tusk, it and Dragonite both Terra'd. as Iron Hands defeated King Gambit. Then Dragon Knight defeated the Iron Valiant to win for One Last Kiss. Any thoughts?
I'm kind of curious what the role is for Kowtow Cleave on Dragon Knight when it's at full, because, like, Crit did 44, then the next turn did 34?
Probably he got, like, a min crit roll.
A min roll crit and a max roll normal hit or something?
Yeah, it was probably that. Which was...
Or I don't know about max roll, but, like, a low roll crit and a high roll normal hit, probably.
Yeah, it was really funny to see. So well done, One Last Kiss. Alright, next up we have the 9 Oblivion Ambers tying the Absolute Posters. A lot of ties happened this week.
Literally everyone tying except
for
us.
You.
Because we're awesome.
Next up we have Poke BH. We have Right Clicker versus Farden. So, first off, we saw the Gliscor knocking off Mega Salamence' item. Then after it and Mega Tyranitar basically swapped and knocked off each other's items, Mega Ampharos trapped the Goldengo on turn 21. Then Arceus Fairy set up and was paralyzed on turn 28, leading to Chansey copying it and crit killing it on turn 40. Then we saw the Goldengo kill the Gliscor as Mega Ampharos then trapped Mega Titar, paralyzing it, beating it on turn 59. As Chansey then died to Ogerpon while Goldengo killed Mega Ampharos. As Arceus then failed to rapid spin away hazards against the Goldengo until Farden switched to the Ogerpon on turn 69. Before
Right Clicker was just waiting for him to do that. Had to wait quite a bit longer than he thought, though.
Before Goldengo eventually burned the Tox effects as Right Clicker forfeited. This team sucks ass. I don't blame you. Any other thoughts?
Right Clicker actually got fairly lucky in this game, yet still lost.
Where's the luck?
He crit killed Farden's Arceus?
Yes. I even noted it on turn 40.
And, he was getting lucky before that. He even commented on it.
The holy F game stopped bailing me out.
Okay, there was that para, what else was there?
Oh yeah, the what the F, the knockoff missing.
Okay. Yeah. That didn't matter very much, but, like, that was very funny, and definitely, and for that to have happened, Farden did get unlucky there.
Yeah, what caused him to miss knockoff? I don't see any low...
Sand was up that turn, right?
Yeah, it was up, yes, it was up when the knockoff was performed.
Do you happen to know what some of Gliscor's other abilities are?
Sandveil.
Yep. That was a Sandveil proc.
Yeah, that was a Sandveil problem. That's right, I almost forgot. PokeBH you can use.
Yeah, don't worry. I think everyone forgets it gets that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Also, hypercutter.
No, I don't think people forget that as much because that's actually useful.
It's intimidate users.
Yes, or literally anything trying to lower your attack stat.
Mm-hmm.
Like parting shot.
Like parting shot. Next up, we have Camu Chaos. Arrow B versus Kinetic. Was there even any doubt?
Seems there was some doubt until Kinetic just didn't play well.
So we start. Well, let's take a look at these teams here. Stallymons, gross. So first off,
Nico, you're gonna be saying that about everything.
gross.
Like Kinetic's team isn't even that stally.
It's Aerobeast. No, it's Aerobeast I have the problem with. It's gross.
Okay, true. Now that's a pretty heavy stally team.
Yeah, so we saw the Cresselia poison the Basque Legion early on, as Mabostiff used Gigaton Hammer, nearly killing the Colossal on turn 15. Yes, it was a hard switch, but like, Jesus H. Grandma, that is a big boy. That is a big boy dog doing big boy things to a volcanic rock.
And that was resisted.
It was resisted, but the power of stakeout and not pure power, just stakeout.
Stakeout banned, I'm guessing. With stab gigaton.
Stab gigaton. It was just a hard hitting doggy. And yeah, it was very bad. That was very bad. Almost could be very detrimental for Aerobee. Although, we saw some luck happening as the Pyroball missed Cresselia on turn 20.
A hit that would have likely killed it, I heard.
Yeah, I don't blame it. I don't blame it for it, it dying to it. So then, after a while, we saw the Blissey died to Mabostiff on turn 48, while Cresselia then trapped Regirock, allowing Gliscor to knock off its item, while Cresselia poisoned the Slowking on turn 79. Then, after much pivoting, Basque Legion died to poison on turn 110, causing Kinetic to forfeit, leaving it a 5-5 stalemate, but Aerobee took the win. Any other thoughts?
L-Taker was telling me the Hisui region was reacting to this game, saying, yo, there's no way Kinetic loses this. And then later in the game, yo, Kinetic is losing this.
Well, any other thoughts of this game?
Not only was the Pyroball miss extremely detrimental, but Basque Legion getting low and dying too quickly.
Well, that was what cost
was pretty bad too.
That was what cost Kinetic in the long run. It was just getting poisoned at an inopportune time and eventually dying. Because it
was the ground fire, right?
It was a ground fire Basque Legion, yes.
So it would have negated Colossal's flash fire, and it would have negated Cresselia's levitate. Because it was Mold Breaker.
Yep. So.
Well, that is, unless... Oh, no. Cresselia was not ability shield.
It was Black Sludge.
And Colossal was also not ability shield.
It was...
So yeah, that was a pretty big factor into into a winning game plan.
It was pretty bad, and yeah, Arrow B just played it well, played it safe.
And in general, there wasn't really much else to wall such a thing apart from Blissey, and then Blissey just got Blissey just gets annihilated by a certain dog.
Yep, Mabo Stiff, which he did so early on in the game. All right, next up we have Stab and Mega. Space Speakers versus Ice Master. In which Space Speakers actually won this game.
My gut was right. God damn it.
Why didn't you predict for him?
Because I always go with what my mind says rather than my gut.
Well, your gut, you were right to trust your gut, and you didn't take it.
What do you mean I was right to trust my gut when I didn't trust it?
You didn't trust it. You didn't trust it enough. So we saw the Hoa burn the Slowbro, then burn the Tinglu as Snorlax set up a curse, but missed Population Bomb against the T-Tar on turn 11 with Great Tusk. Rapid spinning hazards away, while Ogerpon survived Dragonite's E-Speed.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but doesn't Population Bomb miss like twice in this game?
You might have missed the second time. I didn't even note it. I only noted the first time. Then we saw the Great Tusk rapid spinning the hazards away, while Ogerpon survived a Dragonite's E-Speed on turn 18, while Urshifu killed Tinglu on turn 24, as Spectrier on turn 30. Then we saw the setup of the Slowbro, surviving Tyranitar's Salt Cure, but was poisoned by Eternatus on turn 39, killing it shortly after, while Eternatus poisoned Snorlax and Tyranitar Salt Cured it to kill it, before Great Tusk ultimately set up to sweep Ice Master's whole team to win the game. I guess it was just the right Great Tusk set up at the perfect time. Because I was looking at this game and thought, oh, Ice Master just wins here. He's leading 6-2. He's on a good streak here. And then when I saw the game, I'm like, wait. Why is he letting Great Tusk set up? And ultimately, yeah.
He ain't trying to, that's for sure.
Yeah, why wasn't he whirlwinding? Why wasn't he doing the things that he should be doing?
Mikoy, if he had Whirlwind, I think he would have used it. I don't think he had it.
That's true. Also, Sacred Fire failed to burn a lot in this game.
It failed to burn 4 times, yes.
Yeah, 6 times out of 8, as someone pointed out on the Discord. So yeah,
this is true, yes.
He led with it. So yeah, he led with it, and he ended with it, and Great Tusk ultimately just swept Ice Master in the end.
In order to come back from this, he needed a somewhat early burn when it was in the process of setting up.
And he didn't get it. He straight up just didn't get it.
Because with an early burn, then Urshifu could have probably just cleaned it.
Yep. Alright, next up we have National Dex DOU. Logice defeating Akaru Kokyo. Well. Isn't this quite the interesting turnabout,
Turnabout?
Turnabout battles. So, first off, we saw Dynamax Zapdos early on. Volcarona tailwinded and struggle bugged before dying. Just to neuter Zapdos a little bit, because it was Life Orb and doing a lot of damage. Before Zeraora then Dynamax and boosted, before dying to a Landorus Groundium Z. Yikes. I want to say almost a waste of a Terra, but, it was clear what Akaru was doing.
Almost a waste of a what?
A waste of a Dynamax, not a Terra. But it was clear what Akaru was doing, and the Logize just proceeded to just big-brained him by bringing Groundium Z Landorus. Then we saw the Metagross kill the Rillaboom and Zapdos, while Dusclops used Helping Hand to help Tapu Fini nearly kill the Kyurem. It lived on 1.
What turn?
Turn... not 7, 8. Or, no, 11. Sorry, 11. Never mind. It lived the hit. Then, after Stakataka killed the Kyurem on turn 12, we saw the Dusclops set up Trick Room and Pain Splitted with Amoonguss to heal as Urshifu died to Tapu Fini, who killed Amoonguss and left Mega Metagross as Akaru forfeited. Any other thoughts?
I have to wonder if it was really worth it to not Mega Metagross for so long, because I understand it's not affected by Intimidate if you don't Mega it, but is it really worth it?
I mean, yeah,
to miss out on all that potential speed and power?
Yeah, I doubt, I would think that even a -1 Mega Metagross, why am I having a hard time? It's Mega Metagross would defeat Landorus with just 1 Ice Punch, even though it's -1.
Exactly.
So, yeah. It was... who knows? Maybe he just wanted to preserve it when Landorus
And there were still Mons out at the time. There were still other Mons at the time. If it gets too low on attack, you kind of have switching options.
Yeah. Guess he just didn't want to take it.
I feel like it was a hindrance.
It was a hindrance to not evolving your Metagross earlier than expected. You could have had a win.
I don't know about that,
but it would have been close. It would have been close.
I also don't know about that.
Wow, okay. You really think Mega Metagross would win?
Also, did you happen to notice something silly?
What?
They pointed it out. They pointed it out in their game.
Oh, yeah. Damn it, where is that game again? Oh, there it is. Yeah, this funny thing that happened, which they both had a big laugh about, which is the Landorus using Intimidate on a non-evolved, non-mega Metagross. It affected the Intimidate. Why? Because Kyurem had Terravolt.
Akaru Koka used Kyurem, yes.
Yes, his own partner caused the hindrance to Metagross even. So, that was bad.
Whoopsie daisy.
Yeah, well done, Logize, for bringing it back and winning. Nothing much else to say. Let's move on now to the next game, which is National Dex Ubers. The Strap versus FC. I told you the FC would get his win back.
And why are you acting like you were right over me?
We both were right. We should feel happy. Alright, first off, we have Eternatus. Crit killing the Ribambi on turn 6, while Arceus Fairy killed Mega Diancie as Yveltal Sucker Punch to kill Calyrex on turn 11 before dying to Koraidon. Then, after Koraidon nearly killed Arceus Fairy before dying to poison, Groudon Rock Polish to beat Groudon, one-shotting it cleanly with the Precipice Blades on turn 16 before dying. Well, not dying, it just took a large hit from Koraidon's low kick after using Dragon Claw, of all things.
Yeah, they carry it sometimes. It's usually for things like Mega Ray.
Okay. As Cramorant then killed it with Gulp Missile and endured Arceus attacks to paralyze it, killing it later with Surf for FC to win. Any other thoughts?
Not really. That was very cleanly played.
Very clean.
And Cramorant very well utilized.
Cramorant was incredibly well utilized and won very effectively. Well done. Next up we have Ranbats. Fragments versus Mosco no Shuto. Well. No, they didn't team this year in BLT, did they?
I don't think they did, no, because I think the Fido's Ran slot was Lechen for half the weeks.
Right. So, and Losco was in a different team. That's right. Alright, so we start off with game 1, where we saw the Misdreavus burn the Swalot as Rhyperior froze the Crocodile on turn 3 with an Ice Punch, which was really funny.
And that freeze really sucked.
Really sucked for Losco. Before, Rhyperior was poisoned by Swalot. As Rhyperior was then sacked to Armarouge, while Swalot encored for Ralligator on turn 16, whilst the Titan belly drummed and killed Crocodile on turn 24 before dying to Hydrapple. With a sturdy Hydrapple at that. Then we saw Comfey to Grounded, killing Swalot on turn 28 before dying to Mimikyu, while Magnezone killed Armarouge and Golem. Magnezone killed the Armarouge. Golem just exploded on it on turn 34 before killing Hydrapple for Fragments to take game 1. Any thoughts?
How about you? Do you have any thoughts?
I mean, I'm glad Magnezone was the MVP.
Well, yeah, that Magnezone was really benefiting from the abilities it was getting, because not only did it have Levitate, it had Thick Fat.
Yeah, Levitate, Thick Fat. It basically had everything at its disposal to just basically be a one-stop killing machine in and of itself.
Well, no, more like a tank.
It was a tank. It was a tank that did its job well.
I have to tell you, I was very confused at first when I saw that Golem Stone Edge and then explode on the Magnezone. I'm like, why did it do that? Oh, right. Levitate.
Levitate.
It can't earthquake.
It cannot earthquake, so it just basically exploded. Giving him a free out, at least.
I mean, it was the attack that did the most, so yes.
Yeah.
And it was going to die next turn anyway.
Yeah, it gave him a free out. Then, then we saw game 2. Weirder paralyzed Swanna before dying to its brave bird, with Cloth killing it on turn 6. Then Ditto copied it on turn 10 to kill it in return as Obstrika, then Imposter.
Why did Roscoe lead Swanna?
You know, I questioned that. I saw another, I was doing another tour at the side. I saw someone also lead with Swan. I'm like, is that really a good lead? In ranks?
What does Swanna even get?
Hydration.
Keen Eye and Big Pecs.
Yeah, not really the most helpful, huh? Not really the most helpful abilities.
No, not really.
Then we saw the Ditto copied the Cloth on turn 10 to kill it in return. Zubstrika then impostered Lunala to kill it with Photon Geyser because yes.
Oh yeah, this is the game I learned imposter apparently shares.
Yep, and Fragments did not get the memo. Well, Losco did, which was very funny.
No, Lunala. No, he didn't.
Or yeah,
I don't think he did either.
Yeah, both players
I don't think
actually.
He intended that.
Yeah, both players were actually like dumbfounded that imposter shared. I guess good to know in the future.
Good to know indeed. I'm sure a lot less people will be picking Ditto now.
Yep. Yep. So, Glivani died. Kirim then killed the Hitmonchan on turn 17 and Alchemy before dying to Ditto, who was burned on turn 23 and struggled against Raikou, winning for Fragments, the game. Any thoughts?
I was wondering how Losco had lost this.
Mm-hmm.
But well, I guess and then it was because of pressure.
Yep, pressure just kind of effed him up. And yes, you could explain it. Yeah, turbo though, but shared when Ditto came into the field. I think it just shares imposter, but not, the copied ability of the Ditto. Alright. Next up, we have Same 6. I would like to cover this in full detail. I really could. But the game just kind of ended before it even began because someone did an oopsie.
And honestly, how did that even happen? Why would you challenge in Natix Ubers? Why would you challenge in a format that's not the format you're supposed to be challenging in?
Yeah, that should have been the red flag. That should have been the early red flag. I'm like, why would you challenge in Natix Ubers? It's because someone was bringing an Ubersmon, and lo and behold, someone brought a Mega Lucacio.
Why do you still say that?
It's a joke from the early 2000s, okay? Just you gotta take it up. You gotta bear with me on that one.
Yeah, you were a kid at that time. Were you even on the internet?
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was aware of the Smash meme. I was aware of the Smash meme of Lucasio, so it basically was just Mega again. So to make a long story short, Mega Lucasio it was brought, which was banned. So that should have been the early red flag, and Suzukawa basically forfeited so that Hacker would win, contributing to the tie. What would have happened if Mega Lucario wasn't banned? Suzuka would have won?
I don't know.
It would have given the Ambers the win over the Absols, that's for damn certain. Anyway, speculating aside, that happened. No more bringing Uber's Mons into same six, guys. No, you check your ban lists. If it's a Mon that's clearly Uber's in national decks, don't bring it. Don't even build for it. Alright. Next up is Mystery OU. Waffle versus Trichotomy. So.
Demolition.
So. We saw the Great Tusk's Temper Flare Oko the Goldengo on turn 5. Already kind of an oopsie for Waffle. Then it crit Corviknight with Ice Spinner, while Ninetales, Burntinglu, and Samurott was sacked to allow Gliscor to come in on turn 17, with Corviknight Terra Dragoning and killing Garchomp on turn 23, before Ninetales Healing Wish to heal the Terra Ice Great Tusk, who swept pretty much everything else for Trichotomy to win.
I get why he did it, but oh dear, it was not a good idea to get rid of your only ice resist. Or no, it didn't even resist before. It was just not very naturally bulky.
Mm-hmm.
And then he made it weak to ice.
He turned his what would be a positive.
But I don't think it even mattered because this matchup was pretty damn favored.
Yes,
for
Trichotomy. Trichotomy clearly had the better matchup, and definitely it was worth the win. Don't underestimate the Great Tusk, especially if it's Terra Ice. Alright, now we move on to the demolition that was the Limasawa Litwicks destroying the Corvus Squire Cultists 6-2.
In the only win of the week.
Aren't you proud?
Yes, of course.
Aren't you proud of your own team that they dominated this brutally?
Mm-hmm.
You should be happy. You're number 1 seeds.
I don't know if that's a happy thing, Mikoi.
I guess
it's fine for now.
You're number 1 seeds. You should be happy. You're leading.
Mikoi. You know what the price often is for being number 1.
You should be happy you're number 1 at least for week 2.
Yeah, I suppose it's fine for week 2. I would be totally fine with ending 2nd seed or something in come playoffs though, because the first seed curse.
I mean, it didn't affect the team who won BLT this year.
They were stronger than the curse.
They outplayed the curse. So, first off, we have PokeBH. We saw Flampoke lose to the almighty Panu meme god.
Was there any doubt?
I mean, Flampoke got a chance, but, there were things that went Panu's way. First off, we saw the Mega T-Tar skull burned by the Slowbro, as both Ho-Ohs then statused each other on turns 11 and 10, with Fluttermane being poisoned by, Flampokes Ho-Oh poisoning the Fluttermane on turn 16. That while Arceus Ghost started setting up after a while, we saw the Arceus Ghost set up on turn 45 and healed against Garchomp, killing Dondozo and Tyranitar and Garchomp in the process. Then Arceus Ghost continued to set up after switching out on turn 55, killing and sweeping the rest to win Panu the game. Any other thoughts for the Arceus Ghost?
He once again won with an Arceus that set up and killed everything.
Second week in a row, Pokeart. You think you know what you need to build to counter it?
What? Why would we counter our own Bring Me coin?
No, that's for the other team.
Are you sure you're giving them good advice here, Mikoi?
Well, Pano could just easily counter them with his own counterception. Next up is...
Good thing I don't think you've actually looked at our prep channels.
Yeah, I don't. Next up is the...
Wait. Before you continue, you want to hear what Flampoke said at the beginning of the week before facing Panu?
Yes.
You could pass Panu in auto-win team with no bad matchups and I'd still win.
Ooh. The confidence was definitely shattered.
The confidence was all... What's the word?
Unwarranted?
No, He was all bark and unfortunately no bite.
There you go. You got the correct expression. Alright, next up is Kamove Chaos in one of the only wins of the cultists against you guys. Once again,
and part of it was due to the fact that L-Taker made a pretty drastic misclick.
I thought after the Euphanos Legacy League that L-Taker would stop taking L's against Class, and unfortunately, it was not the case here as Class beat L-Taker via L-Taker's own misclick, yep. So, first of all, we saw Blissey poisoned the Toxapex on turn 25, while Delmise nearly killed Mega Aggron on turn 32. It was very, very close. That Gigaton Hammer...
I like how you just straight up jumped to turn 32.
Yeah, I mean, there was nothing really much to say on the first 24 turns, really. So, before Lycanroc eventually killed Blissey on turn 42... Then...
Which was an unfortunate play by us. I suppose L-Taker was probably expecting Pursuit. Makes sense. Class used it last time that Blissey switched out on that Mon. But I guess there wasn't much harm in just, going for... Bolt Strike.
Imagine a Lycanroc Bolt Striking. That would be brutal. Alright.
We literally witnessed that, yes.
Yeah, but no, seeing it in animated form. Like in-game Pokemon. Anyway, getting off side tangent, we saw the pretty brutal misclick of turn 49, where we saw the Delmise Swords Danced again against the Mega Aggron before it died to its Gigaton Hammer.
Yeah, what Eltaker apparently meant to do was moonlight.
To heal. Which would make sense.
Yes. Yes, because it survives Gigaton Hammer if it heals.
If it heals, and then just outspeeds Aggron to kill it.
Well, then next turn it could either heal or
Straight up Gigaton.
Swords Dance again, maybe. I don't know.
Straight up Gigaton Hammer. If I were Eltaker.
Maybe. But no, because then the Aggron might heal that turn, and then, yeah, that wouldn't end up very good.
It would have been more problems for Eltaker to have by having that Aggron still being alive. So,
but yeah, either he should have moonlighted, which he wanted to, or switched.
Yep. Then we saw the Glastrier use Grandium Z to kill Deoxys Speed. And yeah, the momentum was pretty much in favor of Class at that point, because after Glastrier died, we saw the Slowking kill the Hydrapple on turn 56 and Regirock shortly after, before poisoning Mega Diancie until Tapu Lele killed it in the end for Class to win.
Yeah, because Steam Eruption missed.
So I'm not eating my words this time.
It didn't kill without a crit, probably, but still nasty salt to rub in an already fatal wound.
Yeah, so I'm not eating my words this time. I am not eating a hat or a shoe. Poor Eltaker had...
Damn it!
Poor Eltaker had to take
Delmice was supposed to make you eat a shoe!
You had one job, but Delmice folded at the last minute by Swords Dancing. Alright, next up we have the last game in the set, or second to last.
No, I think it was the last game.
Oh, it was the last game? Okay, so I wasn't... No, it was posted second to last, but okay.
You said you said second last game of the set. Which is wrong.
Okay.
This was the last game of our set.
Okay. So, we have Yoru 97 versus Don Vasquez. Didn't play on a Wednesday, my dudes. So,
well, he didn't do that in week 1 either.
Yeah, didn't play on a Wednesday, my dudes. But, we saw what Don did win. First off, we saw the Ceruledge burn the Corviknight. While Keldeo burned Swampert in return. While Zapdos killed Corviknight on turn 8, as Magearna killed Keldeo in return, with it surviving Meloetta for Regieleki to kill it. Zapdos then killed Magearna, while Great Tusk defeated Ceruledge on turn 19 before dying to Regieleki, who exploded to kill Regieleki to win Don Vasquez the game.
Damn, that was a really quick recap.
It was a really quick game. 21 turns.
I still felt like more could have been said.
Well, do you have any thoughts? Do you have anything to say?
That, the specific Meloetta set we went for ended up being excellent into the end game should anything have gone wrong.
Your Meloetta set, you didn't even reveal your Meloetta set. It wasn't even brought out, I think.
Basically, I won't say what it was, but... Oh, wait. Meloetta's banned now, isn't it?
Yeah, you can say it, because Meloetta is banned in Stab and Mega now.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, it was Slowbro-Knight.
Slowbro-Knight Meloetta.
Which not only makes it really physically bulky, it also makes it uncrittable.
Yep, shell armor. Shell armor.
So, I don't think Haru's Eleki could have killed it even if it wanted to, or even if it critted, because, well, it couldn't crit.
Yep.
Anyways, I think Haru choked this, or just didn't play well because he let his Keldeo die.
Letting Keldeo die was his biggest mistake.
Yes, look at our team, Miko. Does anything here stand up properly to Keldeo?
Meloetta.
No, not really. You think it's gonna take a Diancite water spout from full Keldeo very well?
I guess the others couldn't, and Regieleki really is a revenge
You
killer.
saw how much it did to Magirna.
Yeah. And Regieleki, I wouldn't really switch it into a water spouting Keldeo, so yeah, probably not.
It two-shot Magirna, so we really didn't have any switching for it.
Yep. And yeah.
We just managed to have enough, have our Magirna be healthy enough to, survive and kill the thing with Moonblast, but Haru should not have let that thing die.
Really shouldn't. Really shouldn't. You could have preserved it for the longer game, but unfortunately...
Not a single one of our Mons, resisted.
Yep. Even Swampert couldn't take hits for beans. So, yeah. He's going to beat the shit out of Don Vasquez. He did not.
Yeah, you know what, maybe the Corvies should stop, saying things like, you can give such and such an auto-win team and I'd still win, or I'm going to beat the shit out of player, because clearly these are jinxes.
Yeah, smack talking the opposing side was definitely, didn't exactly fare them well. Well, certainly fared well for the next one, though. National Dex DOU, where Sea Life defeated Aragon.
Aragon got a little unlucky in this game, but it was the teams they brought were interesting.
The teams they brought were pretty good. I mean, there's, normal...
When I say interesting, I mean it. I don't mean they were both pretty good or anything. Look at them for a second, Mikoi.
It's Stack Attacka. Both of them brought a Stack Attacka with fast mons.
Mikoi?
What?
Are you blind?
What?
I think you need to look a little closer.
There's a Dusclops. There's a Trick Room.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm referring to.
What are you referring to? Just speak it in layman's terms.
Yeah, they both brought a Stack Attacka. They also both brought a Lando T. They also both brought a Zero Aura. They also both brought a Rillaboom. They also both brought a Tapu Fini.
It was a near mirror matchup. The only problem was Dusclops versus Salamence.
And hell, didn't Lodge Ice bring something really similar to this too?
Yes, he did bring, Lodge Ice did bring Dusclops TR.
Didn't he basically bring Aragon's team but with a Zapdos instead?
Yeah. Well, change in electric type, I guess. So, we saw the Zero Aura packed an Electrium Z. Which...
Yeah, that was a painful turn.
Which failed against Landorus, who Earthquake to kill his partner Zero Aura. But also, on turn...
That was an interesting turn, and I'm not sure if that was worth it.
I don't know if it's worth it at all, but, Sacky sack, I guess.
Sacky.
As Dusclops then set up the Trick Room, only for Stack Attacka to Dynamax to kill Landorus, only to be hazed by turn 8. By a nasty Tapu Fini. Or no, Dusclops, sorry.
Yeah, it was Dusclops.
Tapu Fini then missed Muddy Water on Stakataka while Rillaboom killed the Tapu Fini in return. Which really
The
sucked.
miss that may have lost us the game.
The Muddy Water miss.
Not gonna lie, I didn't think much of the miss at the time because I thought, like, is it really a big deal that it missed? Because if it did kill, well, Rillaboom would come in and that certainly wouldn't be good.
Uh-huh.
And then Rillaboom came in anyway.
Mm-hmm. So the miss was ultimately detrimental in the long run.
Yes, it was detrimental in the long run because of what happened in the end game.
We saw the Stakataka Dynamax killing Landorus on turn 15, then killed Stakataka with Max Knuckle before dying to Rillaboom. Before
No, Mikoi, you're missing the other thing where the other part of Aragon getting unlucky.
Which was
another game-costing turn.
Turn what?
16. Right before Aragon's Stakataka killed Sea Life Stakataka. Sea Life Stakataka moved first.
Ah, yes. Yes. He won the Speed Tie War under Trick Room with his own Stakataka.
And got to move first, putting poor Stakataka in the range of Woodhammer.
Yeah, and Woodhammer ultimately killed Stakataka, which was bad, and then Mega Salamence killed it in return, leaving Finny to kill Dusclops for Aragon to lose and for Sea Life to win.
It got so close. I was starting to wonder if we could do it, but no. Pain splitting just couldn't give us enough HP.
Yep. It was, and also the fact that Trick Room had ended and, Feeny would move faster.
And, perhaps the Rillaboom should have, maybe the Rillaboom should have, attacked the Feeny? Maybe?
Maybe, yeah, just to neuter it. Maybe just grassy.
Because, let me look at something. The Rillaboom was low, so maybe Aragon's Rillaboom should have instead attacked the Feeny. That way we would have two low Mons on Sea Life side, both physical attackers, while we also have Dusclops at 1.5 defense.
Yep. Which would have been very beneficial for Aragon in the long run.
I'm not sure if that would have won it for him, but I'd say it might have been more doable. Maybe.
Definitely would have given him the advantage at that point.
I don't know about the advantage, because I think both Mons can hit fairly hard, but once the Salamence is dead, that's what I think would personally hit harder.
Mm-hmm.
I think Dusclops can take the Rillaboom. Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it
kind of depends on how much Woodhammer does.
Yeah, it would do a lot, but I don't think it would kill. No, Dusclops is...
I don't think it wouldn't do a lot, but it's not like Dusclops had a lot.
Yeah, oh yeah, because it had crippling HP as well. Alright.
It couldn't really heal itself.
Yeah.
That's the only thing. It would have two low Mons that might both just die to Nightshade, but it would have to survive hits.
Yeah, which,
It would have to survive 3 hits.
Dusclops isn't that... Oh, man. Dusclops doesn't have really that good reliability.
And it wouldn't be able to pain split to get more health.
Yeah. Kind of got fricked over by the pain split as well. Alright. Next up we have National Dex Ubers. Entros follow defeating Velvet. See, I had little faith in Intros Follow going into this matchup, but fortunately, I was proven wrong. The AG Circuit Champion defeating another AG player in Velvet. So, first off, we saw the Zacian used the Groundium Z to take out Groudon on turn 3. I assume that was Dig, Zacian?
I don't think Zacian learns any other ground moves, so yes.
Trailblazing and Swords Dance to beat Necrozma on turn 7, with Mega Tyranitar crit Okoing Calyrex, while Arceus Water...
In a way which didn't actually matter. Crit did not matter. It killed normally.
Yeah, well, then Arceus...
Oh, wait, actually, yeah. It straight up did not matter because it did 95 minimum.
Yikes. Oh yeah, it didn't matter.
And it was at 94.
Didn't matter at all. Then we...
Also, Sand was up.
Yep. Then we saw the Fairy Arceus Water freeze Yveltal, crit killing Zacian on turn 15, and killing Groudon. Then, while Zacian subbed and set up only to lose to Arceus...
Velv, I saw, was a little confused why Entro stayed in on turn 15 with Zacian with Arceus, and, well, I think it was to cover for the just in case of it being physical ground Arceus, because, well, that's not too uncommon. D-Dance, Earthquake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Because, yeah, if it was D-Dancing there, if it was a D-Dance Arceus and a D-Dance there, it would have been more beneficial to, you know, it would have been more beneficial to stay in, outpace it, so you get lots of damage on it, I guess, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, actually, I guess there is a Cramorant, so also not really.
Who's to say?
Well, I guess Entro's offensive options by this point aren't great.
Yeah.
Well, outside of Arceus. I mean, outside of Zacian and Rayquaza. I did not mean to say Arceus.
Then we saw Zacian...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't fully know why Entro did that either.
So, while Zacian subbed and set up only to lose to Arceus Fairy on turn 35, with Mega Rayquaza beating the Arceus and Yveltal in the end for Entros to win. Any your thoughts?
Not really, other than the fact that I actually suggested something good for once.
You suggested what?
Something good for once.
Which one?
There were points were made about Entro's team initially being pretty weak to Groudon, with its only one little countermeasure being, I guess, Rayquaza. I guess maybe Cramorant, you could say, is kind of a bit of a countermeasure, but not really.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, well, Arceus can't do anything to it, so in light of thinking it was Groudon weak, and only having Shuka Titar,
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, if you're worried about that, Groundium Zacian can work.
And look at that. It did work.
Yeah, taking a page out of Bob's legacy.
And ultimately it did. Ultimately it did carry Entros to a good win.
Definitely helped, yes.
Next up is Shared Powered Rams. We saw Airpachuza defeat MJ in 2. MJ 0-2 in Rams. Yo. So, we start off with Game 1. Glamora blocking Basculegion's water attacks via Volcanian's water absorb. Critting with Power Gem on turn 9. Then Verizon was then...
Turn 9? What?
Turn 6. Sorry. I reversed it. Turn 6. Then turn 9. Not turn 9. Then we saw Virizion, then was sacked to Decidui Isui, while Glamora died to Amoongus. Spectrier then set up Nasty Plot, Okoing Dialga, and blocked for Alligator's liquidation attempt because it was Water Absorb to kill it, and Skarmory before MJ forfeited. Any thoughts?
Turn 11. Why did MJ do that?
Why did MJ do what?
Okay, so Virizion uses Close Combat on Decidueye. Decidueye uses U-Turn, and a spike gets set, a Toxic Spike, and you wanna know what MJ goes into?
Basculegion, which dies
and
to
then
it.
It died to poison.
Why didn't he send out Amoongus?
Yeah, why did he not send out Amoongus?
I have no idea. Maybe he just didn't see it.
I would think he didn't see it, because I don't understand why else he would do that.
Yeah, really weird. He had an Amoongus, he had a perfect position to block that Toxic Spike, and he didn't take it.
Inarguably free opportunity, yes.
Mm-hmm. Then, Game 2. We saw the Vivian put Metacham to sleep as Crawdon defeated Solgaleo on turn 5 before dying to Iron Leaves as Haxorus Ocode Goldango on turn 9 with a pretty broken Haxorus. We had a Pure Power. We had Adaptability. We had Dragon Dance Outrage. Just one-shotting a Goldango. Then, yeah, it died to a Terra Fairy Skeledirge, but Weirder took a...
Why didn't he send that out first?
Why didn't he send it out first? He could have... No.
It was already locked into Outrage.
Yeah, it was locked into Outrage. Why didn't he, Why did he, Maybe he just thought, oh yeah, I could take a hit. I could take a hit from Haxorus, no problem.
Did he, forget? Not only does it have Pure Power, it has Adaptability, and it's at +1. You are taking an unnecessarily large amount of damage here, even if you do survive.
It was a free sack. It was a free sack.
It was not supposed to be.
It really wasn't. So yeah, Terra Fairy Skeledirge.
Come on, you had a Terra Fairy Skeledirge, and it was already locked into Outrage. You could have just went with that.
Then Weirder killed the Terra Fairy Skeledirge, and it then survived Iron Leaf's attack to kill it with Megahorn. Then defeated Dragonite with a one-shot body slam at the end for Irpa to win. Again.
Never in my life would I expect Body Slam, of all things, to be doing such monstrous damage.
That's the power of shared rants for you. When you have Pure Power, plus Adaptability, plus Stab, plus Body Slam. The only thing...
Plus Mold Breaker.
Yeah, just Bolt Breaker to break Dragonite's multi-scale, and MJ did not have
Although
the greatest of times.
it's odd. I really don't think MJ knows how this tier works.
No, twice now.
We did have a very broken team this time, but like the order in which MJ sent things out did not make sense. Does he know that the order in which you send things out actually matters?
Should have brought in the Skeledirge as early as possible to bring out that Unaware. Should have, used Dragonite.
Or even the Dragonite nice and early too.
Yeah, use Dragonite for multi-scale. It should have been, MJ should have thought things out through instead of, just mindlessly
Maybe you can't think things out if you don't know how it works. I don't think he knows how it works.
That's twice. Well, 2 weeks in a row, MJ now should have, hopefully, the know-how to win in shared power rounds.
Well, I think what he should actually do is, like, play a few more games outside of, just TPP.
He does
properly learn the tier.
He does RBTT Pokeyard.
Yeah, but he doesn't play this, clearly.
He should play shared power rounds, is what you should specify.
That's what I just said.
Anyway.
What else do you think I'm talking about? Gen 2 random battle?
Which is my favorite. Which is everyone's favorite random battle tier. Alright, next up we have Same 6. We see Shivamzi losing to TPP.
Because there was never any doubt.
There was never any doubt, and also Shivamzi's team was pretty weird. From what I remember.
I actually saw it. Not before the game, obviously. After the game,
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, you saw the
I
pace
saw it after
the
the game.
So you have complete knowledge in what's the team that he brought. So we start off.
I'll pull it up. I'll see if I can pull it up, and then I'll get TPP's team as well, so we can properly analyze.
So we can compare and contrast. So we start off with Machamp taking out Renirigus early, as Kling Klang used Stellium Z to beat TPP's Renirigus on turn 5, while the Clodsire beat Shivam's after Curse on turn 12. So I'd imagine this is Unaware Clodsire against TPP. Well, Shivam set up Curse, meaning that he'd easily die to his to the opposing Clodsire's Earthquake.
Yeah, it was double Unaware Clodsire.
Then Iron Valiant beat Kling Klang after a hard switch in on turn 14. I think that was it was a misclick from Shivam's part, which was very unfortunate. Then
it was?
What?
I said, it was?
He misclicked. I don't exactly know what he would switch into, but maybe it was the opposing Iron Valiant, but I don't know.
I guess. I thought his misclick was switching into Machamp.
No.
But yeah. But
early.
The previous thing being a misclick would make a bit more sense, but I don't know what he would have gone into otherwise.
Like I said, the opposing Iron Valiant maybe. So, the Machamp then crit O-coded with an O-code Poison Jab. Then,
which is unfortunate because it was actually easy to survive that.
Oh, that was unfortunate. So,
we had a bit of bulk in our Valiant set.
Yeah, so Clink clang, then gear grinded Machamp to death. Then came, what I thought was going to happen is that, TPP was going to shift gear first, then then do Magnet Rise against a Earth powering Regidrago, but fortunately he kinda did himself a favor and Earth and Magnet Rised early on just to scout out that yes, that Regidrago was running a Scarf set. So he was able to properly shift gear. Then Shivamsi oddly hard switched into Iron Valiant before dying to it. And yeah, Regidrago then died at the end for TPP to win.
Frankly, I don't really understand that. Well, actually, no, it didn't even matter. It didn't matter.
Yeah, which order?
Because
yeah, which order
I
Clang
don't
did.
think the Iron... Because, no matter what the Clang was doing that turn, Valiant wasn't gonna be able to beat it after.
Yeah, and
the Clang could have easily shift geared again, right?
Yeah, didn't matter which order, what order of moves Clang would have done. You could have done shift gear first, then Magnet Rise, or done Magnet Rise, then shift gear first. It would still outspeed the Iron Valiant. It would still outspeed that Regidrago Scarf set. Yeah. Still would have been pretty effective in the end.
Yep.
Alright, well, I'll take a look at the both of those. Move on now to the final game. We see Clean versus Avarice in Mystery OU. And it was not very long.
Or close.
Or close. So, first off, we saw Goldango tricking the Dragonite on turn 5 as Zamazenta Terradarked against Deoxys to kill it with Crunch, and Corviknight with Body Press before dying to Iron Crown, while Mimikyu then red-carded Mousehold before killing Dragonite on turn 17 before dying to Iron Crown. Then Iron Valiant killed the Entity, swept the Iron Crown and the Mousehold to win clean the game. Any thoughts?
Not really. We brought the better team.
You brought the better team, played the better game, and ultimately won.
I find it kind of funny how I think at least 3 different teams used Ghostmons from lower tiers just to be able to use Goldango.
Yeah, I mean, it was very effective, I guess. I mean, they had to follow the rules somehow. Alright.
In our case, we opted to use a team that was good into cheese.
And lo and behold, Cheese did win. I mean,
what?
Well, no.
She's lost.
She's lost. You mean you brought a team that was that perfectly counters Cheese. Yeah. Okay.
That's good into it. Yes.
All right. So.
And I think you can imagine why.
Yep. So that was week 2. Care to see who won predicts?
Okay. The winner of predicts was...
Oh.
You.
Yay! I finally beat you.
You got 19 out of 32.
Good. Didn't get 20, but I'll take it.
Hey, I mean, 20 out of 32 is a pretty good score, so, it's fine that you got even under that.
Yeah. Yeah, what did you get?
I got the exact same score as last week.
Which was a half. 16 out of 32. No,
Yes.
which was half again. Half again. And what did Pick get?
12 out of 24, you mean, by the way.
50%. 50%. What did Pick get?
Pick got the same score you did last week.
Yeah, share the fame, Pick. Why not? So I didn't do bad this time, but will it be able to carry over as we head on now to week 3?
We'll see.
Alright, so the week's mystery OU this time will be Megas in OU. Clearly celebrating
God.
Clearly celebrating the Pokemon Legends ZA, we have Megas in OU. So, I mean, they're excited for ZA. Why shouldn't TPP be? But they do not get moves that they got in previous gens, such as Hidden Power or Return. So do not use those moves. We beg of you. Alright. Let's predict, shall we?
Yes.
First off, we have the Absolute Boasters versus the Corvus Squire Cultists. First off, we have PokeBH. Farden versus Flampoke.
Farden.
Yeah. I wanted to back Flampoke. Originally, I kind of wanted to back Flampoke on this one, should he beat Panu. But, no, it wasn't the case. And it's clear to me that Farden was the better player, so I'm a backup Farden. So you agree? Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
So we're all in agreement. Next up is Cam of Chaos. Kinetic versus Class.
Class.
Was there ever any doubt? I think Class will outclass Kinetic in this one. Alright, does Pick agree with us?
No.
Okay.
In fact, I think you'll find that the Pick is mostly leaning to one side.
Next up is Stab and Mega. Ice Master versus Yoru. Wow, that was a Freudian slip and a half. Yeah, Ice Master versus Yoru or Haru. Ooh, what is this matchup looking like?
I don't know. What do you mean by that?
Well, what do you think? What do you think wins?
Probably Ice Master.
I agree. For Yoru, I'm sure Yoru can build well. I'm sure Yoru's got the tools that he needs to win. But I think this will be Ice Master's game.
Probably, unless he shapes up.
We'll see. Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees.
Okay. The National Dex DOU, Akaru versus Sea Life.
Ooh, good match.
Close one. This one, both players have shown their strengths. I think Sea Life's 2-0 and Akaru's 1-1.
Yeah.
What do you go for?
Wait, Sea Life is 2-0?
Is he?
I don't think he is.
Want to check that?
Yeah, I will check. Yeah, Sea Life lost last week.
Okay. So, wait, what?
Eevee.
Oh, okay. So they're both 1-1.
Yes.
So who do you think? What do you think between these two?
Who do you think?
I feel like Akaru may be a little washed after last week, so I'm gonna go Sea Life.
Yeah, okay, I'll go Sea Life too.
What made you decide?
The fact that you went with Sea Life.
Okay. Does Pick agree with both of us, though?
It does not agree.
You went for Akaru. Next up is National Dex Ubers. FC versus Velvet.
FC.
Sorry, Velvet. I mean, originally, kind of wanted to back you up here against FC, but I think FC has locked in for this past couple of weeks, and I think the streak continues. I'm going FC.
Yeah.
Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Next up is Shared Power Rans. Los Ganashuta versus MJ.
Losco.
Oh, is MJ really gonna go 0-3?
If he doesn't learn this tier, very possibly, yes.
Oh, MJ really needs to learn this one. I'm gonna also pick Los.
He needs to learn how it works.
Yeah, I'm gonna also pick Los Ganashuta. MJ gotta lock the fuck in. Well, this pick lock in.
The pick agrees with us.
Okay. Next up, we have Same Six. Hacker versus Nashrock. Let's take a look at this Same Six. Oh, this is a rough Same Six.
It is?
This is kind of a rough Same Six to be stuck with.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
Looks fine to me.
What do you think? Oh, Con Kelder's gonna.
I like it better than ours.
Con Kelder is gonna be a huge monster in this one.
You're right, but it's also the slowest mon here.
So what are you gonna expect? Like, I hope someone brings a special Cobalion, a special set Cobalion. That would be really funny.
It wouldn't be the only good Cobalion set.
Stored power, not stored power. That's Iron Crown. There's also Luxray potentially with the resistance to Pikachu. There is the Flamethrower. I think it carries Flamethrower, if not Fire Fang against half the Mons here. And it could do well to Intimidate Switch against Conkeldurr.
Luxray doesn't learn Flamethrower.
Fire Fang then. Fire Fang.
Yeah.
Okay, who do we pick here? Who do we pick here between these two?
Who are you picking?
God. Originally, I wanted to back. Originally this would be a slam dunk and go for Hacker, but like I'm not sure.
Well, we haven't actually seen Nashrock play in this yet, so would you say Hacker's probably a safer choice?
At least he didn't bring the Banmon last week.
That's true.
I guess, yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Hacker. Yeah.
Okay,
Reluctant.
Go with Hacker too.
It's a
I wouldn't
reluctant.
be too surprised if Nashrock wins, though.
Yeah, I'm a little reluctant on picking Hacker here, but I guess better player in general. So does pick agree?
The pick agrees.
And then Mystery OU, we got Trichotomy versus Mashing.
Trichotomy.
Trichotomy has been doing pretty well for himself these past couple of weeks, and I don't think that's gonna stop. Yeah, Trichotomy to go 3-0. Alright, does pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Yeah, alright, so...
Now, would you kindly take notice of what the pick has picked for this set?
Every single time they are an Absol.
The pick is an absol confirmed.
Yeah, the pick is one of those. Absol Glazers unite. 8-0 against the cultists. Yikes.
Jesus.
Next up we have 9 of Alien Embers, the Noahs versus the Suck Your Slugma Nuts.
Why would you say that?
I mean,
I understand that is basically their name, but you don't need to say it.
the Suck My Slugma Nuts, these nuts galore, whatever. Alright, next.
Stop.
Next, first up we have PokeVH. Right Clicker versus Richard Milliplane. I'm surprised Richard's still playing PokeVH. I
Right
guess
clicker.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised Richard is still playing this tier, despite going 0-2, but I guess he likes it enough. Or they have just no other option to fit for PokeBH, I guess. Yeah, right clicker. At least right clicker, we know can be good, and we have seen them play well. So yeah, right clicker. All right, does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Pick agrees. Next up is Cam of Chaos, probably the highlight matchup of Cam of Chaos, if I may be honest. Arrow B.
Well, I mean, L Taker versus the Hisui region is also happening.
Yeah, but yeah, I'd argue this one is the more hype. I'd say Arrow B versus Akira. Close one. Close one, this one.
Do I say Aerobe or...
It's not a definite to go for Aerobe, I think.
Yeah.
Who are you picking?
Oh, I guess I'll go for Aerobe.
I'm predicting an upset. I'm going for Akira.
Yeah, to be honest, it'll probably be Akira.
Yeah. I think it'll be Akira. You're going for Aerobe. Does Pick agree?
With who?
Yeah, exactly. Who does Pick agree with?
Me!
Okay, go for Aerobe. Next up we have Stab and Mega. The Jungler versus Space Speakers. I think both are
I feel like that's a good match.
Yeah, these players I think are 2-0, I think.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and they have proven that they are the top of the line in terms of Stab and Mega for now. So I'm impressed with both of them. But who do we pick?
I'll go Space Speakers.
I'm gonna go the Jungler. I feel like I've been more impressed. I've been more impressed with Jungler than I am with Space. I mean, I've expected of Space. I expected Space to be good, but I didn't think Jungler would be this good.
Well, no one knows who the Jungler is.
Until now, that is, and now I've been proven wrong. Jungler could be a valuable asset here. Alright, who does Pick agree with?
The pick agrees with me.
Again. Next up, we have National Dex DOU, Logice versus Eve.
I'll go with Logice.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. I mean, they did well last week, whereas Eevee lost. Eevee did have a pretty good win in week 1 against Sea Life. But I'm gonna go with Logice. I think Logice has got the momentum in his pocket here.
Okay, looks like we're in agreement.
But does Pick agree with us?
No.
Go for Eevee. Next up, we have National Dex Ubers. The Strap versus Remnonk.
The Strap.
Yeah, I feel like Remnonk has got Well, not exactly easy opponent, but like I think he's been cruising a bit.
Well, the Natix Ubers tier pool is actually kind of stacked.
Yeah, it's really good. So for him to be able to go, what, 1-1?
Well, yes.
Yeah, he's been able to hold his own, but I think experience shall reign supreme, and I'm going with the strap to win.
Good. As am I.
Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright, next up is Shared Power Rounds. Fragments versus Michaelis.
Ooh.
I'm quite curious on how this will turn about, but hey, it's a good matchup.
I'm going Michaelis.
I'm also going Michaelis. Sorry, Frags. Prove us wrong.
Michaelis looked very strong versus Lechin last week.
Oh, and of course, week 1. Can't forget about the thrashing he gave MJ. So, yeah. Michaelis to win. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright, next up is Same 6. We have Suzuka versus Crying. Taking a look at this. Same 6. And I see a lot of Unova. I see a lot of Unova representation here.
Okay, I just finished doing all the picks.
Now, kindly take a look at the Same 6 and tell me your thoughts.
The same 6. It's a Kling Clang.
That's really the first thing that's really the first mon that pops out to you. Kling Clang.
Yeah, and it's completely walled by Ferrothorn.
Exactly. That's my first. Like, I see a Ferrothorn. Like, this thing will easily be the MVP. Everyone.
This seems like a bit of a difficult one to work with.
Yeah, it's, no, everything has to build around Ferrothorn. Because this thing will kill everything. I mean, everything, yeah, literally everything just cannot just cannot compete against Ferrothorn here.
Does Ferrothorn get body press?
Yes, I remember. I think it has.
Oh god, it does.
Yes, I remember.
Oh god.
It's got Iron Defense Body Press. It's got Gyro Ball to take out Carbink. It's got just Scolipede can't really do anything. Yeah, Ferrothorn's just gonna basically be the MVP for this one. Maybe.
Yeah, it's kind of looking like it.
The only thing that could really wall it is, I think, Vanillux with, but...
What do you mean Vanillux walls it?
No, I mean, the only thing that can beat it is Vanillux. But...
Why?
It's gonna have to rely on a lot of, like, really strong ice beams. Really strong ice beams to finish this thing off.
I think there may be another way, though.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
Oh. We're not on either side. Okay, alright. We can theory mon for all we want.
Natural gift.
Okay, so what?
I'm not repeating myself.
Fine. Well, I'll look at it in the video. So who do you think wins? Crying, yeah. After last week, I think Crying is wants revenge on Suzuka. Hey, and at least Suzuka isn't gonna. No. She wants revenge after losing last week. Suzuka, you cannot. You are now free to bring every mon. You are not. You're not. You're not gonna be bringing a Banmon this time. Does Pick agree?
The pick does not agree and says Suzuka will win.
Alright, next up is Mystery OU. Waffle versus Batty. Oh.
Batty.
Oh, poor Waffle. Getting hard opponent after hard opponent every single week. Yeah, Batty will win. Does Pick agree?
The pick does not agree.
Oh, it believes in the power of waffles. Alright, next up.
Cue the Teen Titans Go song.
Waffles, 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 waffles. Alright, next up we have the Silver Haven Slow Bros versus the Grovile Gang. We start off with PokeBH, Bobsican versus Brain Damage Hammer. Bob.
Bob is big-brained.
Yeah.
I don't need to say what's wrong with the other. It's in the name.
Bob will... I'm gonna make a bold prediction and Bob will 6-0.
Wow.
Prepare to eat my words, me.
Well, maybe.
Prepare to eat my words, me, when Brain wins.
This is the kind of game where you say, if Brain wins, I will eat a shoe.
Yeah, I will eat my words and a shoe if Brain wins. So does Pick agree? Picking Bob?
The pick agrees.
We're all eating a shoe if Bob loses, okay? I'm not
gonna eat a shoe.
No, we're all eating a shoe. We all have to take the L.
You don't speak for me.
And the Pick, apparently. It's the bot. Alright, next up is cometh Chaos. Splodge versus Banded Body Press.
Banded Body Press.
Really?
Yeah?
Oh, yeah. I guess Splodge. I mean, Splodge can be good, but, like, he hasn't really been...
He hasn't been, that's the thing.
Yeah, Splodge can be very good, but, like, he just lacks the team support, I think. I hope I'm hope I'm wrong, but like Splodge, I think he just needs a lot more support in general in terms of the Cam of Chaos pool. So yeah.
Yeah. Also, half the Camo Chaos pool just test with each other. I'm not sure if Splodge is among those.
I think Splodge can worm his way into a test game, at least one of them. So I'm gonna say Banded Body Press as well.
Okay.
Does Pick agree?
Pick agrees.
Alright. Stab Mega, we see Velcroc versus Derpy Boy.
Ooh.
Both players have not had a good showing last week. So, paired up against each other, it will be very interesting.
What's Velcroc at?
0-2.
Bleh. Who did he lose to in week 1?
I don't remember.
Oh, Ice Master.
Ice Master, yeah. And Derpy Boy is 1-1, I think.
Yes, he is.
Alright. So what do you think?
I remembered his week 1 game and thought, never mind, he's not that good.
Wow, ouch. So Velcroc. Okay. I'm going Derpy Boy.
Wouldn't surprise me. I do think this is actually fairly close.
Yeah, it could go either way. Who does Pick side with?
It sides with me.
Again, for the 3rd time. National Dex DOU. Frixel versus Luisin. Well, it was supposed to be Tanank versus Luisin.
How did they get Frixel to play doubles? What?
Right?
He literally said, I'm not playing doubles!
And he slotted in. He
caved.
He finally caved, and now he's gonna lock the fuck in against Luisin.
Who is 0-2, right?
Yes, that's your player you're talking about.
Luisin, lock in!
Lock the frick in, Luisin. So who'll win?
I want Luisin to win, so I'll go with Luisin. Also, Frixel has said that he will not play doubles, and now he is, so I don't know how to feel.
Yeah,
I don't know how this will go.
I think Frixel is. I also think Frixel may be washed in doubles. I'm gonna go Luisin to finally earn his win.
Luisin has been playing the tier. I know that.
He's been alright. You know, he's been adjusting to it pretty well.
He's had decent success in the tier outside of this tour.
He can do pretty He can do well. He can do pretty well. Alright. Good. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Okay, next up we have National Exubers. Taka versus Latiasite.
Would you think I'm crazy if I said I think Lodiasite will win?
No, I don't. He's 2-0. He's dominant. Yes, Latiasite.
Okay, we're in agreement. And so is the pick.
Yeah. Taka, poor Taka. Now, yeah, here's the thing. Taka's 0-2 himself in this tier, and...
From Darling in the Franks?
I didn't even connect the dots until you pointed it out. But yeah, Taka is 0-2, while Latiasite is 2-0. So yeah, Latiasite. Does Pick agree?
The pick agrees. I already told you.
Okay, Shared Power Rands, Blie versus Zap.
Zap.
Yep. Zap has been very good. Beating Michael Durbest is no small feat. Alright, does Pick agree?
No.
Oh, it predicts an upset. Next up is Dreepy versus PTK Moe Kyun. Let's take a look at...
Ooh.
Let's take a look...
That's a match I'm excited for.
Let's take a look and see what same six they have. Oh, it's a slow bro.
Ooh.
It's a slow bro with the slow bros.
Okay, that's a cool same six. I like it.
It's interesting. Arcanine Nisui, definitely the big standout here.
Well, before you say that, may I remind you that Mega Slowbro should be legal here.
Oh, it is? Uh-oh. That's terrifying.
I believe so.
That's terrifying. Also, but it gets countered by Flapple, so...
And Flapple, oh wait, is Mega Pinsir legal here?
Oh, that's terrifying. If it is, that's terrifying to bring. Okay.
Yeah, Flapple could be good here too, because Outrage hits everything here neutrally or super effective.
Grav Apple as well can two-shot Slowbro. And Arcanine Nisui is also part Rock type.
Not Vespiquen.
Well,
or Pinsir.
I was gonna say Arcanine Nisui is also part Rock type, so it two-shots that as well. So... And yeah.
There's a few things that resist grass here, so yeah.
But Chinchino can easily cover that with Rock Blast or Arcanine Nisui, aforementioned.
Or, Slowbro.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting which Mega will be used, either Pinsir or Slowbro, if and only if both are legal. So, yeah. Who should win here?
I'm personally very excited for this match. I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah. Who do you think wins?
I feel like I'm gonna be wrong about this, but I'll go Dreepy.
Well, I'm in agreement with you. I'm gonna go Dreepy as well. I think Dreepy... Dreepy did beat Crying. So, that is already a big bonus on his hands. So, yeah. Dreepy to win.
I'm surprised if PTK Moe Kyun wins as well, because clearly he's pretty good too.
Oh, he's been proving himself. He has been proving himself to be quite the builder in Sim 6. Can show creativeness at bursts. So, does pick agree?
The pick agrees.
Alright, and Mystery OU, Vampire versus One Last Kiss.
One Last Kiss.
90 to 10 in favor of Vampire. Just kidding.
This is another one where you should say that you will eat a shoe if One Last Kiss loses.
I will bet my upper chin if One Last Kiss loses. Alright. Does pick agree?
The pick agrees because it also doesn't want to bet anything. It will also eat something it doesn't want to.
Oh, it will bet its upper chin, I think.
I don't think it has that, Mikoi.
Alright, and finally we have the Stupid Town Snob versus the Limasawa Street Litwicks. The rematch.
Which means I now take a back seat to these predicts.
The rematch from last year. The Snoms want to kick your ass so bad.
Yeah, I'm a little scared. I can feel their murderous intent.
Oh, they have the torch and pitchfork ready. They will burn your Litwick ass. So, first off is Poke BH. TTT Tech versus Ponu. This one I'm also very keenly interested on. Both players are very good in this tier, and both have shown their respective commodities, and their building styles do mesh well against each other, and it's going to be an interesting fight.
If I remember right, TT Tech is 1-1?
1-1, yeah. And Ponu is 2-0.
Yeah. Because Panu's goated.
Panu is a king among men, and he's gonna go 3-0. I'm gonna pick Panu to win.
Why, thank you.
Panu Gotham. Does Puck agree?
The pick agrees.
Panu should make pancakes. Alright, next up is Cometh Chaos. The Hisui region versus the L Taker. Gotta know if this was a matchup from the Euphenos Legacy League. I think it may have been.
This is like a three-peat matchup, I think.
Oh, was this the three-peat? I thought that was the class matchup.
Let me check that real quick.
This was the three-peat. Damn it.
And the Hisui region won all 3 times.
Will it be a four-peat? I remember L Taker getting quite...
I hope for his sake it sure isn't.
Well, I am predicting a four-peat. Considering what I've witnessed in the Euphenos Legacy League, I think L Taker has his own kryptonite in the Hisui region. So...
Damn you.
I'm gonna pick the Hisui region to do a four-peat.
We're at Legend ZA now, damn it. The Hisui region's gone.
Hisui region was last gen. Will it be enough? Alright. Does Pig agree?
The pick disagrees.
Oh, it wants the L Taker cloud. It wants that L Taker cloud hard. Alright, Stab and Mega. Rafna versus Donnie Vac.
I don't know how I feel about you calling him that, but I suppose it's not my place to have an opinion on it. Rather his place, I think.
So, Donnie Vac is 1-1, and Rafna is, I believe, 2-0.
I'm pretty sure he's 1-1 as well.
Who did he lose to, then?
Space Speakers.
Oh, that's right, the meme one. The meme matchup. So it's with the battle between two veterans now of Stab and Mega. Both players have been...
Two TPP veterans, too, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, overall, they're TPP veterans, and they've done well in the past. Who has the bigger experience? But, PokeArt, since you're facing Rafna, you're not teaming with them, I'm gonna go Rafna to win.
What? Why is that your reason?
Well, there's a multitude of reasons that I could think of. I mean, Rafna's the better player of the two. Rafna has the better builds of the two. Rafna has the more competitive play of the two. Like, I could go on and on about how...
Space Speakers is probably helping him.
Yeah, I mean, Rafna to win. He's asking Daddy Space for help. So, does pick agree?
No.
Oh, it believes in you. Alright, next...
The pick likes us more.
Next up is National Dex DOU. Clem versus Aragon.
I swear to God. I swear to God, Miko, you better not be picking Clem.
Clem is 2-0, lest we forget. Clem has actually done good in National Dex DOU. Aragon is 1-1. Nearly lost week 1, I believe.
He got unlucky. He got unlucky last week.
Well, nearly lost week 1 as well? Maybe?
No, he didn't.
Oh, did he dominate?
He literally 6-0'd.
Oh, okay, good. So, and you know, he lost badly in week 2.
Well, he did technically lose the first version of the week 1 game because Luisan used weakness policy, which was banned.
Right. That's right. That is that game. It seemed Clem has the advantage.
What do you mean?
And he's got good double support to go along with him in the form of Rafna, Michael, JJ.
What? Rafna? Double support?
I mean, we've seen him play doubles before.
This isn't exactly regular doubles. I mean, it plays like regular doubles, but, like, it's a different meta.
Yeah, but, you know, he could probably provide some insight. So,
And JJ? Double support?
I think so. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if he does play this game.
Again, that's regular Gen 9 doubles.
I wouldn't be surprised if he does learn.
And even that's definitely not his main.
I mean, you know, he could probably give some insights. I mean, as a seasoned doubles guy, I mean, you know.
And you think that this is more prominent than our doubles pair, who are basically managing the tier itself.
I mean, you got Michael. I mean, this is all to say, PokeArt, that I think Aragon wins.
Oh.
You think I was gonna pick Clem? I gave this whole spiel, making you think, oh, I was gonna pick Clem because he clearly has all the advantages against him. All just to turn your ass in the end, and I'm actually gonna pick Aragon in this case.
You were leading me on.
You fell for it. You fell for it, hook, line, and sinker, and I'm so glad I managed to pull it off.
Damn it.
Ha! You can't be the only one who does that to me. Alright. Alright, does Pick agree?
Yes.
Yeah, alright. So we're both in agreement. We are picking Aragon to win. Next up is National Dex Ubers. Fiend versus Entros Follow.
Please tell me you're picking who I think you're picking.
Well, Finn has got some. I'm not even gonna sugarcoat this. I think Interest Follow will win. Yes, I do think Interest Follow is the better player of the two, and last week has led me to believe that being the AG Circuit champion might not be so bad after all. Interest Follow to win.
Good. The pick does not agree, though.
Oh, it wants Fiend. It's curious. Short power runs. JJ versus Irpa. Well, Doctor, this is your hardest Rans game yet.
Honestly, I'm just happy it's not Michael their best.
Oh, if it is Michael their best, I think Irpa will stand no chance.
Nah, Irpa's actually cool with this.
So, Irpa...
He feels good about this, even.
Oh, does he have the cojones to beat JJ?
The what?
Oh, I will not translate that. But, hey. JJ, proven Rans player. Irpa, very good Rans player. But, hey. It's JJ. What can I say?
Ugh. Of course.
Of course. I have to pick the favorite sometimes. I can't be betting man all the time.
Irpa, you have to kick JJ's ass now.
Wow.
Like, you need to kick his ass even harder than you originally wanted to.
Wow. Didn't you team with JJ in the past?
What?
Didn't you team with JJ in the past? You really want him to kick your ass?
There's quite a few people on the Snoms who I've teamed with in the past. It don't matter anymore.
She's moved on, guys. She's moved on. This is her heel arc. This is her villain arc. Okay, so so I'm picking JJ. Does pick agree?
The pick agrees, unfortunately.
Next, we move on to Same Six. Ooh, this one's gonna be a big boy matchup. Big boy indeed. Michael their best versus TPP.
You wouldn't know this is a matchup for TPP Evolve tournaments.
Yeah, this looks like a Grand Slam, a Smogon Masters, Smogon Champions League matchup, and we got it for free here with Same Six. So, taking a look at this Same Six.
Would you like to take a look at it?
Take a look at the Same Six and, well, fuck.
That's what we said.
Well, fuck. What is this?
Upon seeing the Same Six and seeing the opponent, I'm not quite sure what it was a reaction to more, but the first thing TPP posted upon seeing both was, do you know that one image of James crying with a caption, "I was prepared for trouble, but not for this"?
Yeah.
Oh yes, that's what he posted upon seeing this.
Oh, this is a rough Same
Awful
Six.
Same Six.
It's a rough Same Six. I mean, I guess the best you can do is probably Kingdra sweep, or maybe Palooza with Filet Away, or even but then there's the Moltres and the Obstagoon that just ruins everything. And yeah, you have a Wigglytuff, but that's primarily for Wish support, I think. Ugh, just a rough Same Six. I can't even Theoremon at this point. This is way too awful. I can't Theoremon.
Right? I can't Theoremon this well either.
It's a hard one. It's a hard one to do. So I'm curious to see how well these two will build. And it's going to be real tough. as much as I want to root for TPP, and I do want to root for TPP to win this one. It's because he does do well.
You're about to pick Michael, aren't you?
He does evaluate well though. He does his evaluation well in each set.
Yeah, you've seen how he works. You've seen how TPP works.
He's very self-sufficient in this tier. It's really good to see. But it's Michael though. And you know how good Michael is.
Unfortunately, I do, yes.
You know what?
Although, not in Sync 6.
You know what? Fuck it. Fuck it. I'm going balls in. I'm going to lock the fuck in. I'm going with TPP on this one.
Yes! Yes, Mikoi! You did it!
Fuck it. Fuck it. Fuck it, we ball. You know, the fuck it, we ball meme is tried and true. The betting man instincts, no. This is 5-head move. TPP to win.
TPP is the name of the tour for a reason, buddy.
Ugh. Prove me right, TPP. Just prove me right. Does Pick agree?
The Pick agrees!
Oh, we're all in agreement. Oh, this is gonna be a big boy. And finally, we got Mystery OU, Poke MH versus Clean. I mean, just pack it up, boys. I mean, just pack it up, boys. We all know who's gonna win. Clean wins.
The cleanest of cuts.
Clean cuts will be the cleanest of cuts. Does Pick agree?
The Pick doesn't agree.
Oh, the one time.
Because the Pick ain't clean. The Pick is stinky.
Like burnt deodorant. It smells like burning deodorant.
That is an extremely odd example.
It's a reference. Okay, so that is the end of Week 3 Predicts. Thank you so much for watching. I thought this was going to be a long one. I thought this was going to be a short one, but it ended up taking 3 hours of our time. Fuck us, I guess.
Because we talk too much about Predicts, I guess.
Fuck us, I guess. So, thank you all so much for watching. Please like this video, leave a comment, subscribe, click the notification or the annotations so you wouldn't miss a video once it comes out. And we'll see you next time for more of bullshit. That's really all I can say. Thank you all.
Okay.
Thank you all so much for watching. This has been Mikoi, signing out.
Goodbye.